let's call it a creative meeting on Tuesday. I don't know how creative this one was. I didn't hear any great ideas. We go around the room. Gary always starts off.
You're right.
And if Gary's late, Will starts off. But as soon as Gary walks in, he goes, let me. I've just got a few things to say. He cuts Will off.
Over.
Our creative meetings are the best. I sit on a couch. I've just woken up. I mean, I've just come from my back office where I was working. And
it looks like Gary's dating you. You know, you just sit on the couch together.
Gary gets to sit next to the couch, next to me on the couch. And by the way, his breath is bad every time, even though he says he cleaned it up.
Oh, really? This is so. In other words, you've been refraining from talking about it.
About his breath? Yeah, I gave up. It wasn't as bad, but there is an odor.
As bad. Howard, I'm here every day. Nobody says... people would believe me.
No one's going to tell you.
No, hold on. Artie.
Howard's the only one...
Let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Sit next to Gary on the couch.
Bad breath, that every little fucking weasel here wouldn't come in and say something to Howard?
Well, that's a good point.
I must have smelled something else. It wasn't you. All right, I don't want to get into it.
There's something that smells around when Gary's around.
Don't you think it's weird that you're the only person in the world that can smell it?
I'm sure it wasn't you. I'm sure it was Benji's balls I was getting a whiff of.
Benji's balls get blamed for everything.
Right. No, honestly, like, it wasn't as bad as it used to be, but... He has an odor about him.
Well, that must be very uncomfortable every week that you know you're going to have to sit with Gary on the
I'm officially switching seats, douchebag.
Yeah, put Will next to me. But don't sit across from me. Sit where Dan the Song Parody Man sits, about 7 feet back.
10 rows behind him.
No, I like where you sit. It's fine. You're fine. Please. Listen, just freshen up a little. Do a little rinse before the meeting. Listen, you know what it is? We're up since 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Some of us get up 3 in the morning.
It's ridiculous.
And by noon, when we have the meeting, you know, I'm sure the guy's not that fresh.
He's not as fresh as he was when he started out.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying you probably got a little
What
odor.
about you? You're fresh? Are you brushing your teeth
fresh.
after the show?
No, I'm not fresh.
Okay, so we're both in the same boat.
Except I just don't have that odor coming out of me.
I don't either.
All right, I must have been mistaken. I'm sure of it.
Don't be fucking passive-aggressive.
No.
Be the dick that you want to
Maybe it was Fred I smelled.
Yeah, Fred.
Who was 900 feet away from me.
Now that's bad breath.
Fred is throwing the
Sorry about that. It is me.
The bad smell over on
No,
Gary.
you know, he's a little less than fresh. That's all.
So are the ideas. But, you know.
So then Gary, no matter, like, if Will's in the mid-sentence and Gary walks in and just goes, oh, let me just say something. Let me say something.
I let Will finish what he's doing, and then I go.
No, you don't.
I do.
No. You always interrupt Will.
That's not true.
No, you do. You have to be first. But I like it. I mean, I'm fine with it.
But I don't interrupt him. I wait till Will's done. I go, Will, can I go?
No. That's not true. Not true, Gary.
You just make shit up.
Ask Will.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
I ain't getting in the middle of this one.
Will. Doesn't he always cut you off?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's top dog, so I let him go first.
All right, I got it.
All right.
Move on.
He always thinks I make stuff up. I just watch.
He doesn't believe anything you say. He doesn't believe the breath, and he doesn't believe he interrupts.
And you don't believe sticking coffee up your ass is weird.
Do you still keep a toothbrush?
Robin's like, oh my God, coffee's normal. I stick it ass. What's wrong with you people?
Gary, 3-pointer, good.
Do you still keep a toothbrush and water pick in the bathroom here?
Yes.
So why don't you just use it, freshen up a little before the meeting?
What are they, decorations?
So the problem is that I'm usually running from the wrap-up show. That's why I'm always late for the meeting, because by the time you walk in, then everyone goes, Howard's in. So
Can I make a suggestion? On the days of the meeting,
Yeah.
Listen to me. I mean, and I don't mean this as an insult.
I'm listening.
I know you're less than fresh.
What am I going to get a pussy for a mouth?
Why don't you, after the show, brush and pick with the water pick and the brush, do your routine, and then go in and do the wrap-up show, and you'll be fresh by the time you get in here.
Here's another suggestion.
Well, he's always running to the wrap-up show, too. Aren't you always just running?
He does
Gary?
have a tight schedule.
Yeah.
Howard,
Can't you brush on the wrap-up show?
Yeah, do it on the wrap-up.
Robin does the news.
You do it during Robin's news?
I can brush while Robin does the news.
Okay. Or can I? But that might be too much of a time lapse between our meeting and.
You think that's too much time to leave?
Yeah.
I bring a bucket on the wrap-up show.
Why don't you brush during the wrap-up show? That'd be funny.
Show,
Everyone would look forward to it.
I'll brush during Fred's plugs. How's that?
I think that's great. Sound like you're in a waterfall.
He really isn't as bad. It just was a faint little something going on yesterday.
Not enough to mention.
Yeah. Up there's a giant toothbrush Sal has. He's going to help you. Sal, help Gary with that toothbrush. Where does Sal get those props?
I don't know. He's got him right away, though.
It's a fucking, all it is a, It's a broom.
Oh, it's a broom.
Oh, it's a broom. That's what it is.
Gary broke his toothbrush.
I thought it was a toothbrush.
Oh my God. What a day. The guy, I love the Howard TV guys filming it all. It's great.
Gary's breath just melted.
Broke right in half.
All right. Let me see. Let me get Lisa G in here. She's going to tell us what's happening. Lisa G, how are you?
How's your OCD today?
Pretty good. I got it under control.
You didn't count it or tap or do anything yesterday?
Nope.
Huh?
Your right shoulder out of the office with the...
Nope. I was coming to work today and I held the newspapers in any hand I wanted and it was great.
Good for you.
Yeah. Day 3 of no OCD rituals.
What brought it on? You didn't really say.
I have anxiety.
About what?
I got into it with my psychiatrist yesterday. It was pretty heavy.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you anxious about?
Basically, I want everything for myself and nothing for anyone else.
You're still having that
Yeah.
problem. You haven't broken through.
I mean, yeah, that's what it boils down to if you want to get into it.
You're an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
He's an incurable asshole.
Actually, Lisa G has a theory, if I may get off my OCD rituals for a second, that Ronnie dyed his goatee last night. Is that true?
I think so.
You're working
Yesterday
on-
was really white.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And even the guys from TV put up a thing while Ronnie was in. They go, look how white Ronnie's beard is. It looks like a billy goat. God.
So yesterday he was a billy goat and today he's not.
But I didn't see him. I didn't notice today. Did he dye it last night, do you think?
Looks like it.
Okay. Hey, Ron, come on in. We want to see the dye job you did on your goatee.
What the fuck? JD, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass one day. I swear to God.
He's running down the hall screaming at JD that he's going to kick the fucking shit out of him.
Well, get in here and show us your
why JD?
goatee.
Oh, yeah, he dyed it.
So what?
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying you dyed it because I saw it yesterday and it was white as like Santa Claus.
Yeah, because what are you laughing at? You don't dye your hair, old lady? Huh? No.
Oh, me?
What are you laughing at,
I
old lady?
highlight my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's different when a guy he's dyeing his goatee. That's funny.
Big deal.
So what did you do? Because yesterday it was like white. Did you realize how white it was? Like, what made you go home yesterday and dye it?
I don't know. I didn't.
You must have noticed. Did someone say something to you?
Us.
And why are you going to beat up JD? Because you dyed your
He's like Stuttering John.
Right.
He runs with every little thing to Jason or Gary or something, or the TV. Oh, look what he did today.
I haven't said
You're
one
full
word.
of shit. Okay.
Lisa, did JD say anything to you about it?
No.
Why are you blaming JD?
Because he does it with everything, man.
He didn't do it this time.
I don't care. He could tell me from now until next year.
You don't believe him?
No.
Wow.
Someone even said in the email on the wrap-up show yesterday, like, Ronnie always is threatening to beat up JD.
I didn't threaten to beat him up.
You were like, what are you laughing at?
Because everything is, you're talking on the, John invites you in.
Right.
So I go in and I'm talking about something, so I might not know everything, okay?
Right.
This one, he laughs at everything.
What'd you think of her Sibian ride, Ronnie?
Oh, it was awesome. Everybody was everybody was glued to the radio. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
You were laughing first, dude.
Face. Why is that funny?
Who was laughing first? You were laughing first, weren't you?
Why does he have to be in here? Go to the meeting.
And let's talk about Ronnie. What do you think of that gentleman over there?
Well, when I first came in here, he was the one that came into the room and brought me inside. So, very nice guy.
Did he touch you?
No.
I didn't touch her.
No, maybe he wanted to, but I don't know. I didn't get that feeling though. He was very, very gentleman.
Do you see him as more of a take charge guy?
Yes, I see him more of like a boss type. I don't know. I just see that in him a
What
little
is
bit.
this, a fucking horoscope reading here?
Horror or horror?
I see in my crystal ball here.
What is your problem?
There was even one point where he started laughing, and then I laughed, and then he yelled at me for laughing.
Yeah.
So
You
I
love
don't know.
Ronnie, right?
I love him, but this one I had nothing to do with. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
okay,
dude.
right, yeah.
Okay.
You didn't say anything about his
Yeah,
goatee.
it's probably Doug Goodstein then.
Well, honestly, though, it probably is because...
No. Doug Goodstein has got with this new thing with busting my balls now.
me at all.
Yeah, right.
Well, the TV guys put up a note yesterday. Go, look how white Ronnie's beard
Yeah, right.
is.
It's the TV guys.
So what did they
Brian
say?
Phelan, the new ball buster.
Did they say everyone against Ronnie?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Did they say anything to you yesterday?
No, not a word, because they probably wanted to see what was going to happen.
Right.
But what set you off? What made you know?
I noticed it this morning. No, I noticed this morning. Yeah.
So what did you do? What did you put in there?
What's
the stuff?
Just for men, man.
Just for men.
Yeah.
And what did you comb it through?
Yeah, they got these little brush things.
Oh.
And so you just did that this morning.
That's a little more elaborate than just a comb through, because notice there's
It doesn't look bad,
There's
though.
like a pattern.
Well, he
It's
made
got like
sure
a
to
zebra
leave
pattern.
What would you like me to do, dude? It's
but
a little
like
brush thing.
No,
It's
what
a
I'm
brush.
saying is, but you're like going in a specific way, no?
No, it's got this little brush,
right?
Little small brush, and you just go through it.
But you're not putting it on the hair in your head, are you?
No. I got gray hair back here and shit. Come on.
But on your beard, you're doing it. But I think you did a decent job because you left a little bit of gray.
Right, you don't go
well, that's why
totally...
I try to leave it natural looking.
Although I got to tell you, in some spots it's super dark. Like it's like sometimes the dye. No, like right in the middle there.
It's like a fan.
Sometimes the dye. Yeah, sometimes the dye gets real thick
You know what's
in places.
interesting? Like, see this one part? I don't know if you can see it. Right, just turn your head.
I know what
the
you
other
mean,
way.
under the lip.
No. Turn.
Right,
your
the
head
fan
Oh, okay.
part.
Back.
Right,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Right
point to it.
here, it kind of looks like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, like it's spilled on his chin.
Yeah, well, maybe I just spilled something. I don't know.
Wow. I can't believe Ronnie cares that much that he dyes his beard.
Facial hair.
Wow.
That was your idea, actually. You told me to do that.
Yeah, I did.
You told me to
Why
do
did
it.
you tell him to do that?
Because it got white.
Because he dates. He's a bon
dating.
vivant. Yeah, he's a young guy. He's
Why
involved
is
with
that
young
funny?
people.
Why are you laughing?
I
Who do
haven't
you
heard
go
someone
out with?
use that
Who do
word.
you date?
What? Excuse
For
me.
Yeah, who do you date?
Are you wearing higher heels than me today? I'm just wondering.
Huh?
Yes, you are.
Who do you date?
I haven't heard the expression bon vivant in a long time.
Ronnie's a ladies' man.
Who do you
and
date?
he
I wanna
dates-
know who you
he
date.
dates a lot of younger people.
I'm going to follow you around now. I want to
Okay.
see who you date.
Go right ahead.
Ronnie's involved with the younger community, and he's got to have a look. Oh, there he is, putting on his... There's Sal reenacting Ronnie putting his beard on.
Wow, that is a good mask.
Oh, my goodness.
There is Sal as Ronnie dyeing his beard.
You've got a little more to do. I still see some white.
And he's using just for old men. All right, very good. Thank you. Oh, look at that. That's very good. Boy, Sal's got more masks.
He's got a... well, how do they keep all that stuff back in that little room?
That mask is good work.
How long does it take you to do that?
5 minutes.
Oh, and you did it this morning? Because you get up early.
Yeah.
He gets up way early. What time you get up?
3:15. I got to take care of the dog.
So like at 3:15, you're dyeing your beard?
No, but it's about 3:45.
Yeah, because he takes care of the dog
Takes
first,
5 minutes.
Then he dyes his beard.
I would do it at night, I think.
Yeah, well, I forgot last night.
Yeah.
I was tired.
How often do you have to dye your beard?
Once a week.
Wow.
But
Once
you
a
let it
week.
go
Yeah, well,
for
it
a
grows
while.
in, dude. You know,
Okay,
it
take
grows
easy.
in.
All right,
You get
calm down.
roots.
Yeah, you get roots. You get roots.
Your roots are showing.
You get roots.
But did you forget for a while, or did you?
No, I'm telling you, it's a week, and
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass, all the
it
upkeep.
is annoying.
Look at
That's a natural look though, right there. It looks good.
Thanks, man.
You know, so
Maybe you should try some.
I have so much gray in my fucking
I know,
beard now.
that's
It's
what I'm saying.
pathetic. And it's patchy. It's, it's over, man, with me. But
No, it's not over
have,
for you,
You have
dude.
you have a big future. Dude, me and Ronnie are gonna. It is party time. I told Robin, it is party time in my shore house this summer, dude.
Really? What is going to go on
I'm
there?
gonna see how much pussy I could fit in that fucking backyard of mine.
He was
Why
telling
don't
me
you
about
invite
this
Lisa
yesterday.
G over.
Right.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, Lisa could. I don't know.
She
cook
could be
or
the.
something.
She could be there to cook.
She could check in the girls as they come in.
Look, everybody at work
House
is invited.
mother.
Yeah.
Everybody.
God.
All right.
But maybe I will dye the beard. Give me some of that shit.
Yeah.
Just
Are you,
for fat men.
Are you one of the contestants in the beer pong
Yeah.
Friday thing going
Yeah.
on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so maybe that's why you dyed your beard.
No,
too.
dude, I do it all the
Oh,
time.
new,
I admit it. I admitted it a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Let them say what they want back there in that stupid control room.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're all jealous.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Doug
don't know how
Goodstein
he
dyes
can
his
say-
hair and he won't admit it.
I don't know how
Really?
you can say
Oh, now
that.
he
yeah.
just did.
Doug Goodstein dyes his hair.
He puts a rinse in his hair.
I do not.
Yes,
You
he
insist.
does.
Why
He
would I
does.
not admit that?
Because you're a
I
little.
don't do it.
Because you're a
You
little
don't.
lady. That's why.
I'm a lady. I
Yeah.
put gel in my hair every morning here, you old fart.
Yeah. Okay.
He says he doesn't give a shit, but he's constantly yelling at people, chasing them.
Yeah.
Every time I go out in the hall, you're screaming at
Because they're
somebody.
always busting my balls.
Because you look like a pumpkin today, you dope.
Yeah. Okay. Pumpkin, yeah.
I love it. He's got a matching T-shirt
Yeah,
under his
exactly.
shirt. Oh, my goodness.
You got an orange
He's
shirt and
got
an
a
orange T-shirt.
With a brown suit. What's wrong with that? It matches.
T-shirt.
Matching
good.
shoes.
Asshole.
Look, even
You look
the
like an
watch.
asshole.
The watch matches. It's got
You look
orange
like
in it.
an
See?
asshole.
All right, good for you. You look good.
All right.
All right, Lisa, you got anything else? There's
Yeah.
Ronnie's
What else
for
you got, Lisa?
You brought it up. I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
What do you got, Lisa?
Well, I have some good news about Artie Lang's book.
Everything's already Lang.
Well, we just did 20 minutes on you,
What do you
pal.
say, Ron?
I said, everything with her. Everything with her. If it's not you, it's him.
Yeah.
She's totally infatuated with the two of you. That's the only news story she does. That's the only thing.
A lot of women
That's all
like...
you hear is Artie Lang or Howard Stern.
Oh, you're
That's
jealous.
it. How's your OCD,
You're not one of the
Howard?
star players on the show.
I don't really care,
Would you
Lisa.
please do a Ronnie story?
No, I won't even talk to her because she threw me out. This broad throws people under the bus like unbelievable.
Right.
She does shit to people with
did she
news
do to you?
stories. I won't go into it. I told you about it. I don't even want to go into
Really?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
What?
tell me.
Oh, my God.
What's
About the
going on?
colonoscopy?
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
fucked.
the colonoscopy.
You fucked Ronnie up big time.
I did?
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
he's on fire
You gotta be careful with him.
to the point he won't even talk about it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, I don't even know.
Well, I'm the only guy I know who hires a limo, and I have to hear his shit all day.
You have to
At
take his
least
complaints.
yeah, I have to sit and listen.
God. I'm trying to think what it was.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel badly now.
Yeah, you messed him up big time.
Yeah.
Well, he
you-
should get a colonoscopy. I mean,
It
we
wasn't a
brought that-
colonoscopy story. Something else.
JD thinks he's Stuttering John. That's what JD thinks he is. You watch JD in the morning. He goes, he looks at the monitor in the room there to see what the phone calls are about. He's just like Stuttering John. He thinks he's Stuttering John. Because he doesn't want to be locked up in that little fucking cubby hole that is back there. So now he's going to try. Now he's going to try and be Stuttering John now. Little cocksucker.
Maybe I'll make $500,000 doing an announcing job.
What did he say?
I said maybe I'll make $500,000 doing an announcing job.
I hope you do.
All right.
I hope you do for your sake. But you have to have a face makeover first.
What's your signature line now?
Put your teeth away, pal. Put them away.
Every morning I wear a hat. I come in, I wake up, and the first thing I do, I don't do my hair at home, so I put a hat on. The first thing I do when I get here usually is I rinse my hair in the sink, I wet my hair, and then I put gel. And I think because it has makes my hair darker, and look wet, I don't know. He's senile, I think.
When
I don't
you're
know.
his-
He doesn't know what's going on. I think he's confused.
Yeah, I got dementia. I'm confused. I don't know where to...
And I'm the former owner of the big escort agency, New York Confidential. I'm pretty sure I'm here to talk about Elliot Spitzer, what a $5,000 an hour call girl is like, expensive escort agencies, and anything that Howard would like to talk about.
So you're going to give Howard some really good insight into this world, so to speak.
Absolutely. If anyone can give insight into this world, it would probably be me.
All right, looking forward to it, Jason. Thanks.
This guy called us yesterday. His name is Jason Itzler. I said, hey, bring him in. He was busted by I guess he's still the governor, by Governor Elliot Spitzer for a prostitution ring. Jason Itzler spent 2.5 years in prison for running a call girl ring. Hey, Jason.
So you're saying Spitzer shouldn't go to jail?
Well, he's just here to gloat. He spent
Of course.
2.5
Look
years.
at him, Mr. Pimp Daddy with his fur coat.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Pleasure to meet you, Howard.
Nice to meet you. So, Jason, just give us a background. What was the name of your escort service?
It was New York Confidential.
New York Confidential. And how long were you running this thing?
Approximately 2 years.
2 years. How'd you get into that business? You seem like a nice sort of nebbishy guy. I don't understand how you get into something like that. How do you get the girls together? If a guy wants to go into this business?
You don't look like the typical pimp. I don't
Yeah.
think you're beating women with your shoe.
No.
How do you get into something like this? Tell me.
I was checking out Craigslist a couple of years ago.
Right.
And you look at the men seeking women, women seeking men, the casual encounters. And I noticed all these girls asking for money. It seemed to be a new trend that it was okay to do the escorting thing.
Right.
And I thought, if there's a new trend, I'm going to jump in early and do very well at it.
How old a guy were you when you were doing this? You seem like a young guy.
I'm 41 now, thanks.
Right. But what were you doing up until then?
I was 34.
Were you doing a regular job?
I went to law school when I was younger, graduated. I'm an attorney. I started a phone sex business in Miami when I started law school.
It's weird. I mean, you were an attorney. I mean, you know the laws and stuff. It's you would think you'd
all of a sudden you thought asking for money for sex was okay?
I thought, you look at the Manhattan phone book and you see 2 inches of escort ads.
And you say, hey, there's a loophole. In other words, don't call it prostitution, call it escorting. And they're really the girls are being paid to escort the guy, not for sex.
Like for the date, not for the sex.
I thought at the time, if technically no one talked about sex and a transaction was done, you're paying for the woman's time and companionship, and everything would be okay.
Were you doing crappy at the law business? I mean, were you just like kind of not
tired of chasing the ambulances?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of law were you doing?
My dad, growing up, was an attorney,
right.
So I never wanted to be an attorney. I didn't know what to do with my life after George Washington University, so I went to law school.
Right. So you're a smart guy.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get into GW.
Some people would beg to differ because of Rikers Island.
Did you pass the bar?
No, I never took the bar. I started a phone sex company my first semester of law school. My goal was, when I get out of law school and I have to support myself, have a big company. It worked out.
Can you make a lot of money in the phone sex business? That's a tough business, right? Because there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, I did great. I was grossing about $2 million a month, netting like maybe $150,000, $250,000 a month.
Wow.
It was awesome business.
Huge money. Phone sex. Like, did you have any gay sex lines or straight sex lines? Did you have it all?
No, I just specialized in regular vanilla.
Straight sex.
Well, not even sex. Kind of like lonely people and talking.
Wow. And you could you could net $250 a month.
A month.
Some months. Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So why did you want to branch out?
Wait a second. Why? Yeah. But first, why were you so successful at the phone sex business? I mean, what was your specialty there? I mean, why
advertising?
you?
What did you do?
Yeah.
I came up with, I couldn't make money in the phone sex business when I started. Someone gave me $100,000. We became partners. And after 2 months, the phone never rang once. And I was down to the last $20,000. I got frustrated, probably smoked a joint or something, cleared my head, grabbed a magic marker and Penthouse Magazine, Hustler Magazine, all these magazines. I went through it and I circled every ad that maybe I would call because my phone never rang for 2 months.
Right.
So I'm thinking, well, what would get me to pick up the phone?
Right.
And I realized, maybe because I'm Jewish, I don't know, but every ad that said the word free, I circled.
Right.
So if I was led to believe I was getting something for nothing, I would pick up the phone, theoretically.
Right.
I put that into practice, and I grossed $400,000 immediately that month.
Right, because you give a little something for free, get people hooked in, and then they pay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Are you into phone sex? Do you enjoy it yourself?
I never made a phone sex call when I started the business. I was watching these late-night commercials. Remember years ago there were late-night talk line commercials?
Yeah, the party lines.
And they were $4.99 a minute or $5 a minute. And I said to myself, $5 a minute times 60 minutes is $300. What the heck do these girls get paid to do this? I bumped into a girl at a Solid Gold, one of the strip clubs down there. She said she did phone sex part-time. I said, well, what do they pay you? And she said $10 an hour. And I knew I had to get into that business because the difference between $10 and $300, there's a little room for error and still make a living.
You're not kidding. And so tell me the truth about phone sex for a second. Isn't it true that when you call a chick on phone sex, sometimes it's a guy?
Well, no. I didn't think you were going to say that. They're almost always fat and ugly.
Right.
Because their fantasy is to be this beautiful girl that they are on the phone.
Right. Hot chicks don't really know how to give good phone sex. Fat chicks do.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, give it to me, and all that kind of stuff.
But they're never dudes.
But they're never dudes?
No. I mean, I can't vouch for the whole country, but mine were never dudes.
You never use dudes?
I don't see any reason to use a guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's enough women who'll do it.
Now, did you do all the auditions for the girls? You'd have to, check them out and see if they could do phone sex, right?
Yeah, what I would do is spin around in my office chair, not look at them, and say, where did you go to high school? What did you study? How old are you? So I could just hear the voice and not be influenced by what they actually look like.
Right. And then that's how it works. So if you're making that much money in phone sex, which is legal, why go to the call girl thing? I guess it just was it greed? I mean, you said I could make more.
Life has its ups and downs. I made a lot of money with the phone sex from the age of 22 to 30. I was, I don't know if it's too, I was factoring my receivables in my business. I would gross a certain amount of money and a bank would forward me my money quicker, and I paid ridiculous interest. Tried to get rid of this relationship at some point. Got in a fight with a person much wealthier than I, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and I lost $20 million of net worth at the age of 30.
You lost $20 million. I'm not sure I understand why you lost all this money. I mean, if you're making the money, you put it in the bank.
I think he was living the high life, and he was borrowing against what his future earnings would be.
You were living above your means. Is that fair to say?
Well, I was spending about $150,000 a month on lifestyle throughout my 20s.
What were you spending it on?
It was within my. I had an Aston Martin.
Right.
I had a couple homes. I never let anyone pick up the tab when I took people to dinner.
Right.
You know, it adds up.
You were the man.
I was having a great time. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So you get into the call girl business, and what was the name of your business again?
New York Confidential.
New York Confidential, and you became like the biggest guy around, right?
Yeah.
So Spitzer, our governor, who now you're smiling now because he put you in prison for 2.5 years. He was the guy, right? It does strike me.
All you had to do was give him a couple of freebies.
Isn't it weird to you that our governor would go after a prostitution ring when he himself is into prostitutes? Like, you think he'd say to himself, "Look, I'm not going. I could look into a million things today. I'm not going to look into a prostitution
I don't even think that's
ring."
a crime.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it? What do you make of that? That the governor went after you?
I mean, I have a good sense of humor, so I think it's funny in a way. I mean, this guy, it was such a ridiculously overzealous prosecutor, and basically, if you watch interviews of him over the years and his wife, he's basically talking about, I live up to a higher standard, so should you. So, I mean, he's a hypocrite. He's a terrible hypocrite.
Yes.
What he did is not terrible. Guys do it all the time. It's no big deal.
Right.
But the fact that he, with that attitude of his, did this is disgusting and bothers people, but it is hysterical. Eventually, people will laugh.
Did you know anything about him using prostitutes? You didn't have. There was nothing in the industry.
Oh, believe me, if he
about
knew,
him?
he would have used it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how did this guy keep it so quiet?
Yeah, how did the governor think he was going to keep this quiet? And explain to me how these transactions worked. He'd had to pay you guys. He'd have to pay a guy in cash, I guess, right, for his prostitute. Nobody's going to take.
Also,
a check.
have you thought about who would charge the governor of New York? Like, don't you give that guy freebies?
Do you think they knew he was the governor? They probably didn't know.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, this is why the governor probably has to resign. If you had the governor as a client, you would give him freebies
forever, because
then you have him by the balls, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got him in your back pocket. Did you have high-profile, Johns?
I did, and I thought that nothing bad could happen to me because I was given these freebies left and right. But
did you have like judges, and who'd you have?
No.
Like, what kind of clout did they have?
You had any politicians?
A little bit. I really had like wealthy people from across America and people with like maybe prestigious positions at foundations or this or that on top of being wealthy, self-made people.
Right. A lot of these prostitutes, I'm talking about the high-end prostitutes, the ones that get $1,000 an hour. Is that what you were basically charging, $1,000 an hour?
$1,000 to $2,000 an hour with a 2 or 3 hour minimum.
Right. So these are girls earning big money. A lot of them are famous, aren't they? Some of them have appeared on television. Some of them are high-priced models. Is that true?
I think they'd like you to believe that. Maybe occasionally they're high-priced models. For the most part, no.
No,
but they're just pretty girls.
The only famous ones would be the porn stars,
right?
That used to work for these porn star agencies.
And the chicks are super hot, right?
Oh, I mean, for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 an hour, she better be, or you're not going to come back.
Right. So they're tens.
They're
and
awesome.
Where do you find the girls?
Yeah. How do you get a 10 to come work for you? I mean, how do you spot them? How do you get?
Well, first of all, you don't have a. They don't come after you. Like a 10 doesn't say, I want to be a hooker or an escort or something like that.
Right.
You've got to somehow meet the girl, casually talk to her about it. And, I mean, it doesn't sound so nice, but try it once, see if you like it.
Right. Go on a date with this guy.
Yeah.
See how things go. If you feel like having sex with him, have it with him, and that kind of thing, right?
So do you send them out with a trusted client, or who do you send them with?
The guys that can afford $2,000 an hour with a 2 hour minimum, girls really like guys like this. They're generous, they're movers and shakers.
Right.
Generally, I don't know. All my clients were fairly good looking and cool. Maybe that's one of the attributes that helps you become successful. I don't know.
Right, so they were attracted to the powerful guys.
They all made comments that the guys that they were seeing through New York Confidential were a lot hotter than the guys they were hooking up with on their own.
Right. So you begin to develop a business. How many women did you have working for you?
At the end, when I got in trouble, I think I had about 120.
Wow. And with the 120 women, you're
what
making...
What is the general schedule?
Well, now you're making a fortune, right? Like, you went from making $250,000, netting $250,000. What were you making at your best year at this?
Well, it wasn't anything like the phone sex money. That was much better.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. And I didn't have to work. The phone sex business, I signed paychecks for 5 hours a week. I didn't even have to show up.
Wow.
It was like a vending machine.
So this was a worse job?
Well, no, this was fun. It was pretty cool.
Did you bang the girls personally? Did you have sex with a lot of them?
Well, I never asked a single girl at New York Confidential to sleep with me. So I only slept with about half of them.
No kidding.
If you're cool, they eventually they're going to attack you.
No shit.
You know that.
Well, because you're kind of the pimp.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, man. And when a girl is good to you...
what was their schedule like? Because I think women would like to know if this is really a good industry to get into.
Yeah, because Beth told me, boy, I've been doing the wrong industry for a lot of years. When she read $5,000, she goes,
What's
man,
the schedule?
I could have been an earner. I said, well, yeah, I might put you out on the street. So a girl, how many times a day does she bang a guy? Like once, twice, three?
No, these are really nice, classy girls, and I think I treated them beautifully, considering what I was doing for a living. 1 or 2 appointments a day at the most, maybe 2 or 3 days a week working.
Wow.
No kidding.
That's a nice schedule.
Yeah.
What do you think, Robin?
I might go into this.
What could Robin earn? Let's be honest. Can she get? She got the big titties.
Don't sell them.
I think we could do something on eBay with Robin.
And she's famous.
Pulling millions, maybe do a charity thing. I don't know.
So you get into the business. It's paying well. Why do you think you were targeted? Was it that you were too successful?
I had lawyers that filled me with a false sense of confidence.
Right.
One of them, may rest in peace, was a dear friend of mine, and really filled me with confidence that I was going to be fine, and I could almost be a flamboyant kind of show-off.
So you went too high profile, is that what it is?
Way too high profile. I did these titanium business cards that they say ended up on Bloomberg's desk. I don't know if that's true. And I did half-page, really loud ads in the back of New York Magazine.
Waving a flag, come get me.
Yeah. You stuck out like a sore thumb. Yeah. Did anyone warn you and say, listen, I think they're looking at you?
I started shooting a reality show about New York Confidential for VH1. And at that point, I think everyone was like, what the hell is Jason doing?
Right, because didn't you call yourself the king of all pimps?
Yeah, I think I did joking around. I didn't really want to be known as that.
Right, but anyway, so when did you first learn that Governor Spitzer was looking into you? Like, you probably weren't even aware of Elliot.
He was the Attorney General at the time, right?
You probably weren't that aware of Elliot Spitzer, right? Until he started going after you.
Well, how could you not be aware of Elliot Spitzer in New York?
Right.
No, I mean, it came from left field. I didn't know they were investigating me, or I didn't know any of this was going to happen.
What do? They knock on your door one day and say, hey, we're investigating you?
Well, New York Confidential was all wired up with cameras that you could monitor the business from any PC anywhere.
Right.
So they broke in with probably like 30 officers, raided the place. I wasn't there, though. I was somewhere else. One of my employees saw it on TV, called me up and said, you don't want to go to work today.
When you got word, did you shit your pants?
I mean, it's a couple of years ago now, but yeah, maybe.
And when you get word that, hey, they're what do? They say, hey, you got to show up because we're going to arrest you?
Well, I was, after they raided my place, my attorneys told me to lay low for a little while, so I hid in a nice suite in the Gansevoort Hotel for about a week.
Okay. And then did you say to yourself, did you have a moment, like an epiphany, and go, you know what, I'm not in this business anymore. If you let me out of this, I'm leaving the business. Did you say that? Did you make a vow? Did you pray?
I went to check out of the hotel, and when they were giving me back the credit card, 2 big Irish officers picked me up off the ground and carried me away, and that was the end of my freedom.
That was it?
Yeah.
You never saw the light of day for 2.5 years after that?
Right. And
how long after the 2 Irish officers pick you up do you go to trial and then you are convicted? How long does that take?
Well, I never went to trial. I took a plea bargain eventually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But it took 2 years to take a plea bargain.
Wow. 2 years you were in jail just to get the plea bargain going. And then those 2 years count as part of your sentence?
They ended up giving me 1.5 years as a punishment.
Yes.
But I didn't really get the paperwork signed until it was 2.5 years into it.
Oh, wow.
So you got did more time than you got sentenced.
I guess they owe me a year.
No shit.
But they don't look at it that way.
You should commit a crime that only has a year.
Right. You're owed some time.
Credit.
I want to find out what prison's like for you, because you seem like a kind of mild-mannered dude, and I can't imagine how you survived in there. But the fact of the matter is, you were so successful at pimping out these broads. One of the reasons I heard was because Whenever you look at these ads in the paper, Robin, for these escorts, they always have a picture of a beautiful girl.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, that's like a lingerie model or something.
Yeah, that's not a girl working for the agency.
You vowed to your clients that whenever you put an ad in the paper, it was in the actual girls that you might be getting, right?
Absolutely. And also, I was delivering the ultimate girlfriend experience, GFE. You're familiar with that?
No.
Yeah, I told you about that. You can have, like in Vegas, you can get she's like your girlfriend for the weekend.
Yeah, because Artie goes to hookers all the time, and he said that...
In Vegas.
Yes, only in Vegas.
Like, that means...
Yeah.
Of course it does. I mean, I'm not out of control.
But you say...
Spitzer.
What did you pay for the weekend to have a girlfriend? Like, this girl hung out with him the whole weekend.
And acted like a girlfriend.
And she was his girlfriend.
We came to dinner, and she spoke when spoken to, like broads used to be. That cost me $3,000.
$3,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap, right? For a whole weekend?
$3,000 for how many hours?
Well, she was with me the whole weekend. She slept in my room, and Friday and Saturday, and I left Sunday.
Was she a quality girl or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she wasn't a 10, but she was like
was she a 7?
Yeah,
a hard 7,
like a sexy, something sexy about her. I was attracted to her,
Okay.
But I know what you're saying. She wasn't a 10, no.
Yeah, you're saying a 10 for the weekend.
How much does that cost?
So you were selling the ultimate girlfriend experience, as you call it.
I should tell you what that is.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's kissing, hugging, love, affection. Like the girl is totally acting like she's head over heels with you and you're her boyfriend.
Oh,
And
did you get that, Artie?
Oh, yeah.
It's a much nicer experience than with the girl who says, "Don't kiss me," or gives a guy a stiff arm, or whatnot. It's like
Yeah, much
kind of the
nicer.
opposite of that.
Did the women ever sit you down and say, look, just between us, because, and by the way, we're talking to Jason Itzler, and he has a matchmaking website, which I'll talk to him about.
Another kind of...
It's called DNAdiamonds.com. I'll get to DNAdiamonds.com.
Like Millionaire Matchmaker, not the old stuff.
But Jason, did the girls ever sit down and say, I just did Ultimate Girlfriend. I was with a guy I couldn't stand. I had to kiss him and his breath stunk and he was just fucking gross. How do they get through that? I mean, do you ever coach them and say, listen, this is how you do it?
Think of the money.
I told them, I said, if you show up and the guy's really fat or smells or he's weird, come up with a lame excuse and I'll back you up and get the hell out of there. Don't take his money.
Okay.
And if you're in the middle of it and something happens, like you're just grossed out once again or whatever you just said,
right,
give them the damn money back and get the hell out of there.
Right.
No girl ever denied a client the whole time, and no girl ever walked out. When it's like $2,000 an hour, 2-hour minimum, and if you keep the guy each hour, it's ticking at $2,000.
Right.
I don't know. The girls really, I guess the money really gets them hyped up.
None of them ever came to you crying and saying, "Oh my God,
I can't do this.
I can't do this. I can't fuck these guys anymore."
Thank God, no. And thank God no one's parents ever came to me and said, "My daughter works for you. How do you feel about yourself?" I never had to face that.
Now, did you ever have to deal with mafiosa types, like where they came, like you started to get very, very successful with this? Did anybody in the mob ever come to you and say, "Listen, pal, you're pimping. This is used to be our thing"?
Yeah, I got one day. I got a scary phone call from a guy from the Cavalcanti crime family out of New Jersey.
Whatever that is.
That's what the Sopranos are based on.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way.
Yeah, based on the Sopranos.
That's my neighborhood.
Other Italians that I was just friends with growing up and stuff, talked to them, and everyone left me alone. Maybe I got lucky. I don't know.
I see. So you were sort of blessed in that sense that no one really hassled you.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in like Fort Lee, Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, and
so you knew some people.
Yeah, I think it neutralized. And
I see. And you would say to the girls as they would go out there, your mantra, so to speak. You'd say, "Girls, here's your mantra. You're seeing this guy for the ultimate girlfriend experience. Pretend you're a girl, you haven't seen your boyfriend in 15 months, and you're in love with him. And just repeat that to yourself over and over and over again."
Is that right? You and I should have done New York Confidential together. We would have done great.
It's sort of like an acting assignment.
I'd be some pimp. So was that the mantra? Is that how you worked it?
I think it was a little smoother. It was, this is my boyfriend of 2 years, and I haven't seen him in 3 months. This is my boyfriend of 2 years, and I haven't seen him in 3 months. The focus was, though, this guy's paying silly, crazy money for you. Give him the best sexual experience of his life.
Are you married now?
I'm not.
Have you ever been?
I've been married 1.5 times. I've been engaged like 9 times.
1.5 times you've been married?
Like an annulment.
Oh, I see.
And why did somebody annul you?
Cats like you. Jail tough?
Jail's really tough because it's incredibly boring, and you know, some people would rather be dead than bored, and the food is atrocious. It's certainly an intentional punishment that they do to people, the food.
Right.
It's so bad.
Did you spend time in a county jail or did you go to a prison?
You were in Rikers, right?
Yeah, Rikers, which is really bad and disgusting. I don't know if you guys know or not, but jail is so much worse than prison. Prison is much nicer and
So
more...
that's the upgrade, going to prison.
Yeah, but you're in prison for years, though. So
were you in prison with like other sort of like blue collar type? What do they call white collar type crime, or were you with hardcore prisoners?
I was the only Jewish attorney on Rikers Island.
Yeah.
I was one of like 8 Jewish people and one of like 37 white guys.
Did you ever get
it's
raped?
All Crips and Bloods and Latin Kings.
And no one beat you up the whole time there?
They loved the reason I was in there, thank God. You know,
I
like they
see.
used to grab me all the time and be like, you know what we'd do to you if you weren't the king of all pimps? You know how we'd take your stuff and beat you up?
Oh,
and,
really? So nobody raped you, nobody beat you up, nobody fleeced you for money, nobody shook you down?
No, nothing at all. I was lucky. It is a little rough there.
Oh, I bet it is. I am sure I couldn't survive a day in there. That's pretty amazing. So when you were being the king of all pimps, you fell in love with one of the escorts, right? You fell in love with the top earner, Natalia. Natalia. Okay, you fell in love with her. How'd you let that happen?
It wasn't like a typical romance. It was kind of like we were great friends, and a lot of the clients back then used to want the owner of the escort agency's girlfriend.
Right.
So it wasn't even like the most real relationship.
Right.
She was working all the time.
Once you get busted, do these girls all go away? Did any of them stay in touch?
Did you hear from Natalia?
Yeah, I mean, Natalia's very sweet and kept in touch.
She did.
A lot of the girls sent me letters at the beginning, and then, you know, as the years tick away...
Did any of them go to jail, or was it just you?
Just me. The captain went down with the ship.
Captain went down with the ship. You didn't give up any of the girls?
Now, were these girls, like, some of them had regular jobs that they went to when they weren't escorting? Like, or were they moms? You know, were there, like, women really leading double lives?
A typical girl would be like a Columbia graduate student, and she chooses, you know, New York Confidential to make her extra money.
So when Spitzer takes you down, does he show up in court to take you down, or does he show up at any of the meetings where you have a plea? He's not court, but plea bargaining type sessions, or he has someone else do that?
No, other people were doing it.
Right. So you never heard directly from him.
No.
But he was the guy who
he was in charge.
He was in charge of getting rid of prostitution, and you were chosen. Were you the only guy brought down in that whole investigation, or were there other people as well?
I think they took down about 7 people within 3 months, 7 big agencies within 3 months of me going down. I think I was the only one that really played with it and had fun and
went to jail.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but I played with the fact that I went to jail and got a little well known.
I see. So what was the game plan? I mean, when you heard the news, where were you when you heard the news? I don't know what that noise is.
No, what
Do you?
is that?
I don't either. When you heard the news that the governor had been basically popped for prostitution, what went through your mind? I mean, what was your reaction, and where were you?
I was a little bit shocked, but at the same time, no one knows better than me that the most powerful, wealthiest people in the world in America, they're horny people, and they like getting their hands on an exceptionally hot young girl and having fun, and no one knows about it. It's
Were you surprised that the governor, I read in the paper today that he perhaps wanted unsafe sex. He wanted blowjobs without a condom. Did a lot of the Johns want blowjobs without a condom?
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's not a...
But you didn't
unusual.
provide that?
No, nor would the girls really usually give that. If someone knew it's the governor, I would think some girls might make an exception.
For the governor, you do that. I mean, come on. I mean,
it's the governor?
Well, he's got a lot of pressure.
Or if, someone could tip quite a bit of money.
Right.
You can actually pay people to doff that condom.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that every single guy paying this kind of money tries to do it without a condom, the regular sex.
They say the governor could be in real big trouble because the transaction occurred, it was a girl in New York being transported to Washington, D.C.
For sex.
Is that a big problem? I mean, you don't do that in the prostitution business?
I think, like, if they want to really build a big case against him, just soliciting a prostitute's not so big. But once they start laying on money laundering,
I'm wondering if that's the
between
headphones.
States.
I'm sorry, there's a weird noise. Does everyone hear that?
Hey, they told me that a lot of times that's when a cell phone rings. Jesse, do you have a cell phone in your pocket by any chance that's ringing?
I have the volume up, but I have an iPhone.
Let's see. Turn down your iPhone. Maybe that's it. That took care of it, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. The hell knows.
Turn that thing off.
I'm definitely going to turn it
We're
off.
the only radio show that can't have a phone near our equipment.
Yeah, don't bring any new technology in here.
Yeah, maybe you want to tell the guests ahead of time. Let's see, is that off now?
Yeah,
turn it off. There you go.
We don't know that that's it, Howard. We're just taking a guess.
Yeah, we're taking a guess.
People have been in with phones before, but maybe his is a weird frequency.
I don't know. What's the frequency, Kenneth? All right, so you, I forget where I was.
Now, he said something that's interesting. I find, like, with these broads in Vegas, everything's a negotiation. Like, you get the idea that if you want to do something without a condom, if you want to do this, that,
Right.
the other thing.
You
if
bring
want
it up
them,
and see what it costs.
I mean, they'll say, well, what are you going to do for me? It's sort of an unwritten rule. I mean, I don't know how much they tell the pimp what happens, but that's what I found.
Is it appropriate to tip the girl afterwards? They said the governor gave her $4,300, a $300 tip. Artie said you don't have to tip a hooker. Should one tip a hooker?
What is the decorum? Yeah.
Certainly anyone paying that kind of money for a service that's fairly simple shouldn't have to pay any additional money.
Right.
But some guys feel like an idiot if they don't tip. So
Right,
I would say
rollers.
like 30 or 40% of people tip at that price level.
And how much are the girls getting of that $1,000 an hour?
They get 50%, half.
Okay.
I mean, isn't it amazing to you? How could somebody like the governor of New York State think that he's going to get away with this? I mean, it's almost insane, right?
And
It's
now
almost a
they're
death
saying
wish.
that they're going to start grilling his Secret Service people or his
Right.
state troopers to see what they knew and when they knew. I mean, this is going to be ugly.
Seems like a death wish in a way, right?
It's self-destructive behavior, right?
Right. Absolutely. How often does a
Jason
client...
is certainly aware of that.
Yeah. How often does a client fall in love with one?
Touché.
How often does a client fall in love? I'm talking about the Pretty Woman story, where he actually takes the woman out of prostitution and marries her, or
Right, that's interesting. It doesn't happen that often.
Right.
But it happens with the type of girl that you're like, oh my God, is she awesome? Anyone would want, to marry this girl.
Right.
When you get your hands on a girl like that, people are trying to marry that girl.
Has that happened in your business? Guys took them out of
And
the
they
business,
married a
that was it?
prostitute.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think if you're doing a very good job, you should be losing girls every now and then to
Right.
people falling in love.
It's almost like a matchmaking service.
But now you look at them and you realize that your prostitute is like, a major socialite.
Should a guy... Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen a woman like rise up in social circles because she was a prostitute and she married the guy who was very wealthy, billionaire, and he made her into a society woman?
I mean, I think we suspect that happens all the time, but I think they're pretty good and they keep it on the down low. So I haven't really heard that confirmed.
I actually think I know of someone who was a former prostitute and married a billionaire and became a very, very sophisticated lady of society.
Wow.
I actually think I know of one, but
these girls
it's
are
not
learning.
Robin. Please stop with the jokes.
I'm not married to a billionaire.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So what a fascinating life story. I imagine now, in light of the governor, you are a in-demand kind of guest. Have you been interviewed by anybody? Are you ready to spill your guts with any new details and this kind of thing? What's going on in your life?
I'd like to think I'm a nice person, so if I do know of any old clients, I would never say their names.
I see. You're pretty good about that. You protect them. Do you have any muscle at all when you were in this business? Did you have to have guys who would maybe have to beat up John or something because they got rough with the girls? Nothing like that. Everyone
And in
behaved.
fact, at the high price level, you don't need someone to drive them or escort them.
Right.
It's those girls that are like $100 that you open your door, they're a train wreck, you close the door, and some big guy comes and says, you owe me the $60 ride fee or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a bachelor party chick.
Artie, when you get these high-priced chicks in Vegas, they don't have any sort of guy waiting outside the door.
I've never seen one, no.
Yeah, all right. And why did you try to commit suicide when you were in prison? Did you see no hope? Why? What
remember,
was
I
that
told you earlier that I lost $20 million one day?
Yes.
It took a long time to make that $20 million. And I didn't just lose $20 million. I was worth like -4 or -5 for a while.
Right. And when you're used to having that much money, all of a sudden it's very, very difficult.
Really hard. And my mom had passed away a year earlier, and I thought...
Did she know what you were up to?
Yeah, she saw me making millions with the phone sex company. It wasn't like sex or anything. It was 900 lines, talk lines, audio text,
right.
Romance lines, single lines, some sex lines.
It's funny,
I think she was proud of me.
Guy who made $20 million, you say to yourself, you know what? Keep my nose clean, live within my means, and I'll be set for life.
And you said the phone sex business was a lot easier.
Yeah.
And legal.
I don't know why I didn't just go back into the phone sex business. I kind of felt like I conquered that. Now I'm going to do something new.
Yeah.
You need action, right?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
No, what do you do now?
Well, my new business is DNA Diamonds.
DNAdiamonds.com. What is that?
it's going to be the ultimate matchmaking company in America for wealthy guys, of course, who are good-looking and cool and fun and have a great vibe and beautiful
guys like
women.
me, you mean?
Actually, yeah.
Could you be his first client?
He said great vibe.
Oh, great vibe. I don't have the great vibe, and I don't have the looks.
I want to be.
Other than that, I'm the perfect man.
I want to be the matchmaker for guys that would never think of going to a matchmaking service. They're too cool. They have their shit too together.
Right.
But in reality, if I do a good enough job with the girls, I could save them a lot of time and efficiency. And
So what you're saying is, with your connections, you know super, super hot girls, not hookers, but super hot girls.
Right.
And you'll say to a wealthy guy, look, I'll get you super hot girls. They're interested in
I'll
wealthy
save
guys.
you time.
And
You
I'll
don't
save
have
you
to go
money.
on the prowl.
I'll pre-interview them.
Right.
I'll find out by your criteria exactly who could be a perfect fit. You know I'm Jason Itzler, so you know she's going to be drop-dead gorgeous.
Can the guy be a little overweight? Let's say he weighs, I'm going to make up a number, 295. Let's say he's a little bit overweight. Is that okay?
How wealthy is he?
He's worth, let's put it this way, he can do a stand-up gig and get $75,000 a night. So you know he's got some dough. He's probably worth.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
All right, we can get.
No, wait. First of all, I'm dying. You got to tell me in the commercial who you're talking about.
I will.
No, honestly, what are you? Let's get. That sounds like an interesting business to me.
I mean, we think we have a customer for you.
Like what do you say?
What does he have to
You
pay?
need to go out.
It would be.
What would I need to be worth?
What would he need to be
Let's
worth?
talk
Take a look at him. Stand up and let him look you over.
Give me a number. Give me a net worth that I would.
Jason, look him over.
He's cool. Look at how cool he is.
He's cool. All right, he's put on a few pounds.
A lot
I'm
of
the first
invitations to great openings.
Damn. Yeah, I mean the dude.
No, you know what? He's a little overweight. He's got great personality. He's cool, nice looking. It would be fine. I just don't want someone that's like a train wreck that I get terrible word of mouth from the girls of what the heck is
Benji,
this? What
stand
am I
up.
doing?
Let him look at you.
Benji has no money.
I just wanted him to see a train wreck.
Jason giving you the card.
Look at that.
You're back in business,
a
Jason.
vintage New York.
Oh, it is. This is the
card
ones that
from-
might have ended up on Bloomberg.
Oh,
Back in
that's
the
the
day.
titanium.
Yeah.
So this new business sounds interesting.
I think it'll be really fun. Like, hopefully, I'm the guy that's going to put together these superstars into amazing couples and make people ridiculously happy. I'm like a happiness junkie. I'm always in these happy, fun businesses.
You're Mr. Party.
All right.
I like to have. Yeah, he likes to have a good time. I like to have a good. A lot of
He
people
doesn't have
like to have a good time.
I don't like to have
He
a good
does
time.
not like
No?
good
So
No.
when you heard the governor was going away, the man who put you in jail for being a pimp, you were happy, right?
You want to know the first thing I felt?
What?
I kind of almost liked him a little bit for the first time because it made him human. He was such a monster before, and now he's just like all of us.
Did you think at the time that he should have let you off the hook a little bit? I mean, like lightened up, like, oh, come on, I know I'm a pimp, but everybody uses hookers and all that kind of stuff. It should be
When
legal
I
anyway.
found out I was facing years for what I did, I was shocked. I had no idea.
Wow.
I thought slap on the wrist or something. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
bench warrant or something.
all right, well, there he is. His name is Jason Itzler. Jason was king of the pimps. The guy had the #1 escort service, the hottest chicks, high end. And our governor, when he was attorney general, took him down, and now he's here to go, hey, look at me. I'm out of jail, and maybe you're facing some time. You can check out Jason Itzler's matchmaking website at dnadiamonds.com.
You know, this may be another business that the governor needs from you.
Yeah, I know, it's true.
After Stilda gets finished with him.
You think the governor will
Is
go
it
to jail?
just me, or she's kind of cute, his wife?
I think so.
Yeah,
yes.
definitely,
Yes, absolutely. Nice looking girl.
Yeah.
So, by the way, how much do you charge guys on DNA Diamonds to match them
Well,
up?
admittedly, because I'm new at it, I'm charging the bottom of the structure, which is $10,000, unlimited dating for a year. It's my responsibility to get you in an amazing relationship.
Artie.
Wow.
So wait, you get $10,000, and then for a full year you start looking for dates for me, that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've done my research on my competitors. It should take 3 or 4 dates before the typical person is happy and in a relationship. So it's not like it sounds.
But you'll have 3 hot dates before that.
Well, or 20, whatever it takes till you're happy.
Wow.
Wow, and $10,000 covers a year.
Hey, you know, you got me thinking, could Elliot Spitzer's wife be a successful escort, or is she too old?
Oh, my God. She would kick some butt. She would be
wouldn't that
great right now.
be
Especially
great?
at the moment right now, I think she'd be a very, very
Everybody's
hot.
calling for his wife,
Can you
right?
imagine if she became what if we found out she was an escort? That would be even better.
Or if she becomes an
It would
escort
be,
after this. That would be great.
You know, there's certain actresses that you hear, and obviously I'm not going to say any names, but there's certain actresses that you hear, like, more than a few times that they were complete, total whores before they. And I'm talking about big stars.
I know who you're talking about.
I mean, there's a few of them,
Right.
and I mean, I guess it's true, I don't know.
Well, it happens very often. All right, listen, Jason Itzler, thank you for coming in, telling us about your new business, DNA Diamonds, right, Robin? Fascinating, and a little look into the world of the king of the escorts.
Well, yeah, this was the kind of guy that the governor would have been calling.
I like this guy because I can relate to the fact that he's making all that money with phone sex, and it's like he's dying to have just fun. Like this was more fun.
Do you miss the escort business?
It was ridiculously fun. I do. Of course.
No moral problems with it, sending the girls out, and you've worked that all out in your mind?
I mean, if someone says to me, would you let your daughter do it? I'd be like, no, but I don't think about that. So it was the most fun I've ever had in my life. It was incredible.
And your dad was okay with your business plans?
My dad passed away while I was on Rikers Island, unfortunately, but he did see me do New York Confidential, and I really did it in such a classy, elegant way. I think that he actually was proud of me.
Was he a customer?
No, of course not.
All right. Well, not only is he my dad, but he's a customer.
Yeah.
All right.
That would have been a great commercial.
That sure would. Are you kidding?
Jason.
Yes.
You weren't kidding when you said you had some serious insight into the business. I mean,
Oh, is that right?
that was some crazy stuff.
Howard is what a nice guy he is. I thought he was going to be a little rough on me. He was awesome.
No, he was very interested in what you had to say, definitely. Now that you've done some time, but now you've come out, you've done Howard now, and you've also got your own reality show. You're starting your new business. Do you regret ever getting into this in the first place?
Getting into New York Confidential,
right? Because you did time.
I regret that I had to do 2.5 years on Rikers Island, like morally or whatever. I don't think I did anything that wrong.
Right.
I broke the law technically, but I didn't hurt anyone, or I'm okay with it. I can live with myself.
But the fact that you've gotten to where you are now, you're sort of back on your feet, but you had to go through all that. Would you? You mentioned you were a lawyer before that. Would you, get into the escort business again?
It's a question I couldn't honestly answer. I don't know, but I don't mind my position in life right now. I think DNA Diamonds, my new company, will do great, and I'm really excited and looking forward to kicking some butt.
Yeah, and getting Artie involved.
Absolutely.
Is he going to be the guy who just sets it off and gets it going?
Probably. I'll send people out on free dates or whatnot, and everyone will be happy.
All right, but you mentioned he can be part of your clientele. He's not too portly or too.
He is pretty portly, but he has other attributes that in aggregate make him an okay guy for the new New York Confidential, DNA Diamonds, whatever I'm going to call it.
Right. You mentioned that he's cool and he's got a good personality. And
yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you guys think so too.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, good luck to you.
The Wrap-Up Show, a recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the Wrap-Up Show begins now.
Hey guys, it's Teddy. On Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed the Cindy Margolis dating game and whether or not Double A has had any success picking up any women with that awful, awful rap of his. It's pretty funny. Check it out.
All right, we got a bunch of calls on Cindy Margolis' date today and that whole segment, so let's get into it. We'll start with Jim in Scranton. Jim, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, what's up? How you doing?
Good, Jim.
The Cindy Margolis bit was excellent for the radio, but Double A, my new name for him now is absolute asshole, man.
Why?
Do you really think he was seriously trying to date her? Because how could he think the way he was talking would work, man?
Well, that's what I said to Howard during the break, and I said it to Artie. I said, Artie, God, be honest with me. Is there any woman anywhere that works on? And Artie goes, yeah, there's chicks that works on, but I can't imagine who they are.
It's the same chicks that, like, you have a mullet now, and they're like, oh, my God, I love your long hair. It's the same chicks.
He'd have been able to pick up some kind of pig or something. She seemed pretty cool. She didn't seem like she's been with a lot of guys.
But he was totally being himself. I think he was. I don't think he was.
The other thing was, and again, Double A, if you listen, don't be mad at me, but Double A has clearly put on some weight. And he had this purple shirt on that really wasn't. It really didn't look that great on him. So I'm watching him be like the big tough guy, and he acted like a guy trim and in great shape, but that's what made it even funnier.
Well, also, when he finally met her, like, she towers over him.
Exactly.
She's about 5 inches taller than him.
That's right. Dave in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Dave.
My question to you guys is this. Why does Howard, every time there's a contest where there's girls on or something else, he'll put on, this time he put on Double A. Double A's a jackass. And then he put on, you guys had another contest where you put on, some of the regulars, the whack packers. Why not give 3 people a chance that have never been on the show?
I can take a stab at that one because we're doing a comedy show. We're trying to make it funny, and we knew if we put Double A in, it's going to be funny. And if we took 3 guys, like contestant number 1, Ralph from today, it would have been a disaster. And you'd be calling here going, you guys are the worst. You put on 3 fucking boring guys. You should have put me on.
Yeah, but Double A's an asshole. I can think of.
But that's why he's funny. That's why. Okay, he was being a jerk today. Were you not amused by him at all?
No, I wasn't because I can't. I think he's a total jackass. I can't stand when he comes on.
Oh, when he was giving his rap on anything, we were cracking.
I'm going to take it to the Bagada. I can't tell if that's Double A or if he's doing a character, but either way, he is really just so fucking obnoxious to women. But it's funny. I mean, I was totally amused by him. And then he threw like $5,000. Like I checked it, he threw $5,000 at her like she was like a whore or something.
So you thought there was going to be 100 on the outside and all ones in the middle, right?
I totally thought he was full shit. I mean, it's a lot of money to just toss around. And the guy in the middle was normal enough to just make it funny, but she changed her mind. How many times did she change her mind?
Well, 3. She picked batch number 1, then found out he was really there to meet Howard, so she went to Double A.
Which totally blew my mind. Right. Because she must have been so freaked out about the age thing, like to skip over the normal guy in the middle to go to Double A, who was just being a complete jerk.
And Double A was claiming that Artie was cockblocking him because he was saying it was for comedic value or something like that, and then she changed her mind again and ended up with Ryan. But we do have hit number 1, Teddy. This is Cindy's first decision when she picked Bachelor number 1.
Okay. But number 2, as totally sweet and wonderful as he seems, and so teachable, which I would love. And maybe he is a virgin. No, he didn't say. No, he said he slept with someone. Yeah. So I can't divergenize him.
I lied about that.
I can't lose that fantasy. If he was that young and a virgin, I'd totally be there.
Right.
But I can't lose that fantasy to him. So I'm going to have to go with number 1.
Oh, what a mistake.
Number 1 is the winner. Ralph, are you excited?
Very, very excited.
Number 2.
He's
excited about that other guy.
Can I say something?
Join him.
Earlier in the green room, he said he didn't even care about the date with Cindy.
Exactly.
He said he just wanted to meet.
He wanted to fucking meet you, Howard. Now
is that right, Ralph?
I didn't want to throw under the bus. The truth is, I came to meet Howard in the gang, but after I hear Cindy going through.
Oh my
Christ! Yeah, exactly, Cindy. Way to go, Cindy.
This
you
is what I'm
picked
saying.
a homo.
Men or dog.
So Cindy apparently learned her lesson and ended up going with number 2. Ralph excited about winning, although you couldn't really tell he was excited.
Right.
And Double A chiming in as well. Bedge, what'd you think of all that?
What I liked about it most is she seems like she's really into it.
Right.
And I don't know if she's putting this on to make us more into it, but I think that guy has a shot of really hooking up with her today.
It sounded like it, and I heard her doing interviews outside of the hallway as well. She was all about teaching him what works, and Ryan's like, okay, I'll be there. You want to know if it's sincere. And
or even if it's not, she might like the idea of airplay, that she might just make something with him, so she has more to talk about like tomorrow or next week or whatever.
I realize now that the only love connection on the show that's ever really worked and has longevity is Fred and his wife. But it would be so awesome if within a year and a half, like she was married to that guy. It would just be so funny.
Oh, I was so jealous, man.
Well, how'd you guys think Cindy looked today?
I thought she looked pretty good. Body-wise, it was... she said she didn't think she was that type, but I thought she was holding it together. I mean, I don't even know why she was wearing a top. I mean, her tits were so out.
Ronnie?
She looked hot.
JD?
She looked hot.
She was a pig, John.
JD came in afterwards. Howard talked about it on the air, but JD's like, God, if I'd have known these guys were going to be such losers, I would have joined in.
Well, no, I mean, she was like into like teaching guys something, and I'd let her teach me anything she wanted.
Did you guys think she was going to pick number 1? Because I thought for sure she was going to pick number 2.
I thought she was going to pick number 2, but she was so freaked out by the age thing. But I never thought, even after number 1 was bad, I never thought that Double A had a shot.
I was hoping she was going to pick number 3, actually. I really was pulling for Double A.
There was a part where we were all in the office, and she goes, Robin, which one would you pick? And everybody turned around and goes, Robin's got any sense of humor, she's going to go number 3. And then they wouldn't let Robin give her opinion because she'd seen the guys.
Yeah, she got out of that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa G. from Howard 100 News. Big happenings this week on Tuesday's wrap-up show. I finally broke down, and I went on the show to talk about Howard's wedding. So enjoy.
I just wanted to correct something that my dear friend Richard Christie
I'm not on your shit list, am I?
I see it in his eyes. You are.
No, about there being fights in the newsroom over who might cover if for some reason Howard 100 News were to cover. That's not true. The fact of the matter is everybody recognizes that this is Lisa's story. If Howard 100 News were to cover the wedding, she would have to be the lead reporter because this is her thing.
Well, hold on.
Okay,
a
wait.
I have an analogy.
You
here.
first.
Okay. Like Jim McKay just died. They did a great story about how Jim McKay covered, the terrorists in Munich, and Howard Cosell really wanted the story, but the news director felt Jim McKay was the right person for the job. What if the news director said, what if Brad, our news director, said, Lisa, I know you really want this, but Steve's the guy for the job. How would she take that?
She probably wouldn't be very happy.
Steve,
would you take the job, though?
That's my question. If Brad, the person, I'd have to be honest and say yes. I mean, it's an assignment. You cover the news. But I think, out of deference to her, this is her story.
Yeah, but if the boss came around and said, Steve, you're on the wedding story, you're not going to do the story.
I wouldn't.
Maybe he wants more of an edge to the story, and that would be more your angle.
Or could you say as a news person that Lisa's already too involved in the story? That as a news person,
right? Should you
don't you think you're more proper?
Right. Should you send somebody to cover a wedding when the person covering it wants to marry the guy getting married?
It's true. The objectivity is in question here.
Objectivity is a bunch of baloney these days. I mean, the fact of the matter is passion and
she's
involvement
passionate.
in a story. And
she's in love.
Really, and she's in love. Well, I don't know,
but don't you think it's unfair that she will probably get to go cover the wedding, and you have to go cover the craptacular?
Yeah, but listen, I get to cover plenty of things that she doesn't get to cover. So everybody has their own beat.
So
my beat shit.
So Steve, you're going to be covering the wedding, and Lisa is going to be with Sal all day. I mean, is that a possibility?
Well, I know nothing about this.
Our news director,
Brad Driver.
He knows.
Brad?
Lisa G will 100% cover the wedding if we're allowed to go.
So if Howard says, I want Ralph Howard there, what do you do?
The only way we can cover it is if Howard says someone else has to cover it, then perhaps we'll reconsider. But as of now, Lisa G is definitely covering the wedding.
Now, did she
all
ask
right,
you to
Brad,
cover the wedding?
You did your job. Lisa, take the sword away from your neck.
And there's never been any controversy.
Now, you were there when I was talking to her this morning. We almost, I think, had her convinced.
She was thinking about
to do it.
She was thinking about it, for sure.
Now, would you have looked down on her as a news director for doing that?
It was her decision to make, 100%. Her decision to make.
Do you think she should have done it? I mean, considering what Gary said about going along with the audience and maybe smoothing things over, and yeah, Lisa is a team player. Do you think she made the right decision in not going in?
She needs to do what makes herself comfortable, and I think she stuck to her guns. So.
Okay, that's a yes. Steve, what do you think? You think she should have done it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm torn between being the Stern fan in me says, yeah.
Well, she kept saying, but why don't you ask Steve Langford to do it? Would you have done it?
What was the actual thing again? I was supposed to. I would have done it.
Listen, I'll tell you something right now.
What if the risk was you had to measure your penis? Because that might have been the risk.
Well, that's like another stage, isn't it? I mean,
no. If you lost, so if Howard said, because that's what Howard said to Lisa.
She lost how to measure her penis.
Jeez, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Listen, if you lose, you lose.
I give Langford credit because Steve Langford's got a big penis. We joke about it. We got an email from like an ex-girlfriend, blah blah blah, and he was against it. And at one point, you did say,
"Well, I would never in a million years say to you what to do."
And I haven't been able to find her, but if I did.
We got a whole news team in here now?
All right, Lisa, come on
yeah,
over.
Lisa G.
Wow.
Lisa G now joining the wrap-up show.
New team player.
Step up, G.
With the 8 guys ready to attack
With my
her.
hoe shoes.
Now,
That was pretty funny. They got stuck. I'm no Cinderella.
I thought Ronnie was saying horse. I thought Ronnie was saying horseshoes.
No, horseshoes.
No, horseshoes.
Horseshoes.
Okay.
Hoe shoes.
Lise,
yes.
You've heard the conversation.
First of all, I am extremely flattered. This is the first time officially I heard this from Brad Driver, that it would be my story. I always felt that whatever Howard wanted, it's his wedding, it's his show. If he wanted Steve there, Shuley, whomever, that's the way it would be, and I would be accepting of it.
Now, Lise, be honest. The day comes, the weekend comes, and for whatever reason, Howard decides, you know what, I think Langford should be doing this story.
I've
Want to dig
already
deeper?
tried that on, and that's fine with me, whatever Howard wants.
And if you got assigned to following like Sal the whole day,
That's what I do.
all right, that's a team player on the news side of things, I would say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The fact of the matter is, she's going to get the assignment. I mean, your question is theoretical, and the answer is she's going to get the assignment.
Right, because we would never do a bit on the show where she didn't get the assignment and somebody else did.
Yeah, Howard would
You never know what's going to happen, Steve.
Howard would never give you the assignment, Steve.
I just think she's going to do it. I really do.
And
now, if there were coverage, there may not be coverage.
And Lisa, I know
I love the idea. I think Gary was just saying, do it like the whole Entertainment Tonight thing. That's how I would love for it to happen.
It should be done like the royal wedding. I love the idea of Ralph and Langford up in a tent and going, "Oh, I see so and so walking by. Lisa, can you please grab Sarah Silverman?"
Lisa, how close were you to playing today? Because Ronnie was saying you were
close. It was a very tough decision, and I was listening, and Ronnie read it right. You could have pushed me either way. I even spoke to Brad about it, and I was very close.
What stopped you?
The losing part. The losing part. If I had to lose, that to me, just to make an analogy, would be like Steve Brandano not wanting to get a penis in his face. If that makes any sense to you, that's the way it feels to me.
It does make sense, but you can see how people would see that they're nowhere near the same level.
I can understand. Yes, I can.
In fact, in some ways, and I'm not being sexist, it would be better for you to get a penis in your face. At least you're a woman. You know what I mean? Like that would be like less offensive than it was to Steve.
Mark in Harrisburg, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, it's Mark, the patent attorney. In my experience, most weddings are usually a pain in the ass to attend. And so my question, especially for the guys, is it being part of the celebration that's the main draw, or is it the shame of being excluded that's really the issue?
I could start by answering that. For me, you're right, weddings generally suck. Howard's never thrown a party that wasn't fun and wasn't good. So I think that this will be, as weddings, it's not going to be a traditional wedding. The bride's not going to cut the cake. Nobody's going to get the garter. None of that crap's going to go on. It's going to be a fun party.
But Gary, imagine if you weren't invited and like everyone else was.
Oh, I'd be hurt. Sure, I would be.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Howard is downplaying and saying it's not going to be an event. It's not going to be a celeb-filled sort of thing. But because of Howard's status, it is an event.
It's a velvet club. I mean, a velvet rope around a club.
You're right. Getting into the wedding is validation for a lot of people. I totally see that.
Yeah, and if he wasn't who he is, would you give a shit if you were invited?
Well, it depends on who he was to
if
me.
He's your boss, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right. In your office, if it's your boss, of course you want him to, you want to be included. But Howard's club is, such an exclusive club
now,
that
Gary,
you want to be a part of it.
Does it also, in a way, diminish it to you if everyone else ends up getting invited?
Not at all. Not at all.
I think it does.
Oh, it becomes less special?
Maybe not to you, but I think, it'll become less special.
You know what? I'm not being a jerk when I say this, but I think that no matter big or small, unless it was tiny, that I was probably going to be invited. So if more people are invited, I don't think it's diminished to me.
Now, Lisa, why does it mean so much to you?
Because Howard is the king of all media, and I look at it as an event, and also I like him as a person.
He's got beautiful blue eyes, and I
love weddings.
I love his feet.
You know what was
and
difficult?
He's got so much. He's so smart.
When Marianne from Brooklyn called, because I always agree with her, and I always think, oh shit, I have to hear what she's saying, and she almost pushed me the other way. That was when it was really tough.
And you feel that the news should be there. Let's remove you for the equation. You feel the news should be there, correct?
Yes, he formed a news department to cover the world of Howard. This is the biggest event in broadcasting. He's Howard Stern. He's getting married. To develop a news department and then not have them cover it, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, since it is the Howard 100 News, he does reserve the right to say no. It is his news department.
He's the chief editor, assignment editor, desk editor.
He's Perry White.
Now, there is a way. It's important to stress that there is a way of covering the wedding without running around with microphones and having reporters there. You simply set up somebody by the microphone, assuming people are going to speak, there's going to be music, etc. You record that, and then you bring it back, and you put that on the air.
Well, and there's even another way to do it, which is when I went to Joan Rivers' daughter's wedding, which you're talking about today, there was no media inside. And then when people got outside, I saw people talking to the press, and that's a way it gets covered as well.
But Lisa, are you gonna dress like you would go to a regular wedding, really nice, or more newswoman like? Like, how are you gonna look at this wedding?
Well, if we get to cover it, I'll dress appropriately for the wedding. If it's this formal attire, I feel we should be dressed in formal attire. They do the same thing on TV, on Entertainment Tonight and Extra when they go and cover, let's say, the Grammys, the Emmys, the Tonys. They're dressed formally. So
and are you looking at dresses already and stuff?
No.
What if he wants you to wear like that outfit that anal ring toss?
I'm going to buy you your shoes, though.
Or what about the Howard 100 News jacket?
Yeah, the gold jacket.
Look, I know Howard said he wants us to wear it. If he does, and that's what we do.
Okay, will it be bad if, when, how the band takes a break and they all eat at that little table behind the curtain? If you had to, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
If you had to eat with the band, would that be okay?
I'm prepared. Look, we haven't been invited to any of his parties. I haven't been.
I love when you go to a wedding and you get drunk and lost looking for the bathroom and you go behind that curtain and 7 guys in the band are eating.
But Lisa, do you feel like you should have been?
I should have been what?
Invited to that
stuff. You use the word entitled.
Yeah.
And that's not how I feel. I feel like how I just explained it. Then why did you create a news team to cover the world of Howard and not have them at the biggest event in Howard's history here? One of the biggest events. One was starting broadcasting here, which we covered. And his wedding, he's been talking about it for a year and a half.
So let me ask you a question. If in 2 years Beth got pregnant, do you feel that you should be, how close do you feel you should be to the birth? Should you be in the...
I don't feel that's the same. They don't cover the births in People magazine. They have the first baby picture.
Right. So should you get the first baby interview?
Yes.
No, but Lisa, even if he has no news at his wedding, do you think you should still be invited as a friend of Howard?
Right, that was a question. Take away Lisa G, the news person. Should Lisa G, the human, be invited? The friend of Howard.
Considering the world of Howard and who his friends are, I am on a very low tier. But I've always said in this world, it's not about quantity, it's about a quality of a relationship, a friendship. So even though I haven't known Howard a long time, I would hope he would feel that he likes me as a person, take away the news part of it. But no, I am not on his list.
Steve Langford?
Steve in the corner. My feeling is if you're talking about not news coverage, but just being invited to the wedding, my answer is absolutely not. The Howard 100 News team showed up about 25 or 30 years late on this deal. We're not on the same level as you guys.
Now, Lisa, Ronnie often accuses you of not being a team player, and I know it upsets Ronnie at times. What do you have to say to that?
Well, it upsets me, too, because I'm on the news team. I'm not here to get penises in my face.
Yeah, but you had your chance today to be a team player. And
I would have lost. I probably would have lost.
But, Lisa, you could have made up some stupid story about...
Yeah, but that's not me. I don't lie. I mean, that's not me.
You didn't have to lie. You could have exaggerated in a different way.
But I know Howard. He likes detail.
All right, I just got one question. The answer to the question, the last time you had sex, is the first digit of the year or 2.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
What was the question?
I wanted to make sure. The last time she had sex, I wanted to make sure the first digit of the year was a 2. I want to make sure it wasn't like 1999.
I know. I said to Brad, I pulled him aside. I said, "Let's talk about this. What do you think?" And I said, "I hope I remember."
I saw you in the doorway.
Was it a 4-digit number?
Stop it.
Hey, this is John Hine, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Sal stopped by and told us exactly how he feels about not being invited to Howard and Beth's wedding in a truly magnanimous gesture. Here it is.
I've made up with Beth. Beth was the better person. She was kind enough to say, let's put it in the past. And
so then who's behind this if you and Beth are made up?
Nobody. It's just like you said. It's still it still lingers in them, and it upsets them.
But
so
if
that action,
but doesn't she have the right?
Sure, she has. Of course, she has the right.
Whose day is the wedding?
To me, it's more always the bride. It's more Beth,
right?
And the guy's just a fucking the slumpy moron behind her going, okay, That you think guys want flowers on the fucking tables? We could give a shit. I could get married in a fucking tent with a kerosene heater and a case of beer and get a blowjob. I'd be the happiest man in the world. What does it come down? But no, you have to have the flowers. You have to have the $15,000 wedding dress. Who cares about? Guys don't give a shit about any of that. I haven't even watched my videotape since I got married. What? It's just a reminder of the $40,000 I spent on a pile of shit that I never cared about to begin with.
Wait, who's the pile of shit?
All the money I spent on garbage.
What was your wedding?
I love when you see all these fat Italian broads fist fight over that goddamn centerpiece. You take it home and it dies in 2 days. But it's
Sal.
It's so women are. This is a woman's day. They're so caught up in it. So if she's so caught up in that, and women are so caught up in that aspect, why can't the guy say, hey? You got the flowers, you got the dress, you got the designers, you got everything, you got Billy Joel. Can you do me one favor? There's a guy who works for me. You know, he's a little stupid, a little retarded. He goes over sometimes he crosses the line. One favor. He'll be quiet. Just let him come. Okay, honey, I can understand that. Boom, boom. Done deal.
I love how Billy Joel got loved in with the flowers and the designer dress.
So you feel that Howard isn't going to bat for you in this situation?
I don't necessarily feel that. I just think, I'm certainly not a priority to him, and I understand that. But, it would just be nice if he said, let the guy go. He works with me. We get along.
But
he's not.
In your scenario,
fine.
In your scenario, if Howard were to do that, it would almost be like then he was now controlling her. He's going to say, you do this.
It would be a compromise. That's what a marriage is all about.
And what's a compromise? She doesn't want you to be there.
I just explained.
He doesn't want you to be there. The compromise is that you come.
Well, it's compromising with Sal.
Well,
I don't understand the compromise.
So does this mean if you are, just hypothetically speaking, somebody throws him another surprise birthday party, am I not invited because...
No, because I'm throwing the party. It would be my decision to have you come, and I would have you come.
If Beth's throwing that party, you ain't coming.
Right. But if I were throwing the party, you'd be there in a minute.
That's the unfortunate thing because... Again, I'm really grateful that Beth was kind enough to forgive me, but I find it odd that if you forgive somebody and then also I forgive you, but you're not here, you're not there, you're not there.
I'm not even positive that Howard and Beth won't have a party in 2 years. I'm pretty sure you'd be invited to that. I think it's the wedding thing.
It's the wedding day.
It's the most important day,
and I get it.
And you sort of crapped on that. And I think if it were a summer party, you'd probably be invited.
Then that's fine. I just think it would be magnanimous. I can't say that word.
Be what?
Try again.
Yeah, try again.
No, I just think it would be nice if they just, put it aside and said, hey, you know what? This is our way of saying that it's all good.
But why do they have to?
They don't, but it would be nice.
For who?
For Sal.
Of course.
But you know what? It'd be
and them.
You would come across so much better if you were magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
And you just said, wow, I must have hurt her feelings. I feel bad about that. I'm not going to make an issue of it.
And that's exactly.
And I hope one day we could have a
I haven't made an
back
issue.
again.
Every day you guys are on the air.
No, but today you came up
hold on.
and you said, Howard, you want me there, but you're not fighting for me. You're being a pussy.
No, I didn't say he's a pussy.
No, I'm characterizing what you said.
But the thing is that, it's his call. It's his future wife. It's his, and that's it. That's the way it is. But you guys, every day you guys go on the air. Sal's, you make sure that I hear it. And I don't care. I know you're pushing my buttons. Sal's not invited. Sal's not invited. Sal's not. Yesterday I didn't make a stink. You guys ran in the studio and said I made a stink about the wedding. Did I make a stink, Richard, sitting next to you?
No.
I don't say a word about this wedding.
Swear on the life of your 3 children and the life of Jesus Christ that this doesn't bother you.
It bothers me, not the wedding ceremony itself. It bothers me that there's a conflict within our friendship that I'm not invited.
But it bothers you. When you say it doesn't bother you,
yeah,
it
does,
you.
but I can live with it, and I get it. And I also respect Beth's wishes to not have me there. It's just that I thought that at this point we could put it aside and move on. But whatever.
Sal, you're in here today because you went into the studio and they spent a good part of the show
I'm in here today
talking about it.
I'm in here today because, he's pouring his heart out like Julio Iglesias without the music about how in love he is and this and that. And it sounds like, he's already, I hate this, pussy whipped,
It sounds like he loves her.
Well, good, but I'm saying that.
Are you as a friend smacking him in the head and saying, hey, look what's going on here, Howard?
When my wife told me to fluff up the pillows, he goes, you go home, you open the door, he goes, I put my boots in dog shit and stomp all over the house and then tell my wife, you clean it up.
You didn't actually do that, did you?
No, I didn't. I'd like to, but that's the guy, I'm sorry, but that's the guy that I'm used to listening to. So when I hear a guy today, oh, yeah, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's getting the thing, and you can hear him sweating it out. You can hear him getting all crabbed out and stressed. And I go, dude, it sounds like you lost the war already. It sounds like you're 15 years deep into this thing.
John, can you hear him getting stressed out?
It doesn't. He's stressed about who to invite,
right?
But it's not about Beth. It's about. Right. It's about him. I don't want to.
It's not about Beth. It's about a typical guy already throwing in the towel.
No, see, Sal,
I'm not seeing that.
See, Sal, I think the stress is what these guys are saying. It's more a matter of what, I want to include people from work. I can't include everybody, but I want to come off in a nice way and tell people they're not coming. I got to deal with this. And just the typical hassles of the wedding, like you talked about before. I don't think it's got anything to do with his relationship with Beth. I mean, he's full in love with her. You could see that.
Yeah. Well,
or maybe you don't see that.
I do see that. I know he loves her, and I know she loves him. That's why they're getting married. But I'm just saying that. Look, if you're going to apologize and move on, take put it in, take your words and put them into action, so to speak. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I thought we're moving on here. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I'm taking responsibility for that. And yes, I can live without going to the wedding.
See, one of the issues,
but I just don't feel like we're progressing in the right direction.
But why does she have to progress at all?
She
That's
doesn't.
the whole point.
She doesn't.
See,
but
you keep saying, I'm over this. It's her day. I'm going to be magnanimous and all that stuff. But every one of those sentences is followed by a but.
But there's a man involved. You know what I mean? There's a guy involved who I know, who I get along with, that it would be nice if he said, all right, you know what? Put him in the corner.
When you
keep
throw in
quiet.
the but, you say, I understand, I accept this, but I really don't understand.
No,
Whenever
I'm
you
saying
say but, it's you really don't understand.
The but is it would be nice if I could go to the wedding by Howard saying that, and it's Howard showing that he's past it and we can all get along.
All right,
That's the big but. It's more of
Sal's past it.
Yeah,
well,
I am.
Well, let me take one more crack at this, Sal.
I didn't even want to come into this
Why?
and talk about it.
No,
I'm
no,
done with this.
I'm being serious. Let me take one more crack. You feel like, look, you want Howard to step up for you and say, hey, Beth, I work with this guy. I'd really like him to be there. Is that fair to say?
No. I don't want him to, stand up for me. I'm saying that when you're putting the one together, it would be nice if you said, hey, we could throw this guy into the mix. Everything's fine.
So what's the difference
stepping up for you?
So to speak. I don't want him to do backflips. I don't want him to jump through hoops of fire.
But the other side of that is he's stepping up for Beth and saying, I don't want to ruin her day. I respect her wishes. Half of this is hers. You know what, Sal? You're not going to come.
And I said fine, but it's a little upsetting to me as a friend.
Fine, but.
All right, how about just fine? Fine, I'm good with it. Fine, I'm good. Finito. That's it. Lock up the doors, throw away the keys. I am fine and finished. I don't give a shit.
Hey, it's Benji. On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about whether Howard, Robin, and the rest of the in-studio people know the rest of the back office people, if they would recognize their names. Like this guy filming right now, if they knew him.
Now, I see Chris Costa and Joe Jordan in here, which reminds me of something else that happened today. Howard and Robin and Artie getting into an argument about who recognizes the faces of the staff who've been here for a number of years. And Robin was adamant in the fact that she knew people's names more than anyone else. But the rap on Robin has always been she knows no one's name who works here. What did you think of all that, Gary?
We needed the right set of people. Neither one of them knew any of the guys from the TV show. Evan was a great choice for Howard, but apparently I didn't realize as I was bringing Evan in, he said to me, Robin knows who I am. We talk every morning. I know she knows my name. So, but it was funny that Howard didn't. Howard wrote down Phil on a piece of paper.
I've been calling him Phil for the rest of the day today.
Now, Joe Jordan, when you walk in there, did you expect anybody to know who you were? Clearly, Artie, you guys have had a talk before.
Yeah, just Artie. I didn't expect anybody else to know. I mean, me and Artie talk a lot, so.
And does it bum you out, or do you sort of
No,
expect
not at all.
it?
Not at all. I mean, I expect that they don't know my name.
Now, where does
I like being anonymous?
Now, where does everybody else, Sal, do you think stack up on the knowing the name list when you include Benji, Artie, Fred, and even Gary in that?
I would say Gary knows the most.
In fact, I got to make an admission. I know Joe's name, and I've known Joe's name, but I felt really bad because sometimes I forget it, and now I'll never forget it again. But like the other day, I brought a tour in. Then bring it through TV, and I go, "This is Scott DePace, our director. This is Brian Phelan," and then I don't say anything, and Joe's sitting right there, and I feel like a fucking tool. But I didn't remember your name. Do you know? Have you picked up on that?
No, I mean, really, I probably wasn't even paying attention. I mean, I know you come in and
I felt really
tours,
bad.
but
I'm like, because that's how people have come to hate me. They're like, "Oh, he doesn't introduce me, like I'm a piece of shit." And I just couldn't remember
really
the name.
don't take it personal. And a lot of people come up to me, like I talk to, and they say, like, they know I work here, and they say, "Oh, does Howard know you, or do you talk to Howard?" And I flat out tell him no, so it's
But the weird thing is, Howard may not know your name.
Or does Howard know you? And I said, probably he knows that I work here, but he has got no idea what I do or what my name is.
But if you were like, I see in the morning when guys are in there doing work, like Howard likes talking to people that work on the staff. He just doesn't know everybody's name. But like if you were in there working on something before the show started, he would totally talk to you if you said something to him.
He has, just kind of small talk, when I get in early, like turning on cameras and doing whatever if I'm in the studio. But
now, Gary, do you get confused by the intern sometimes and who's who?
Oh, totally. I mean, you want to talk about that my special magic key I keep on my wall.
Might as well.
When the interns start, we're up to about 15 interns a semester. So when the interns start, they all get their photos taken, and on my wall, which they can't see, is a picture of all the interns with their names underneath it. So the first like 3 weeks of the semester, I have to look up there, and it takes me time. And sometimes, especially with the guys, for me, all our interns seem to be guys in T-shirts with baseball hats and short haircuts. They all look the same. Like, there's an intern sitting in here right now, and I'm pretty sure that your name is Emily. Is that right? Okay, good. So, like, I just learned Emily's name this week. It's been here for 2 weeks. So I'm working on it.
Emily's great. Right, Emily?
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Now, there's a theory that everyone in the studio doesn't necessarily really know what's going on outside of the studio, and vice versa. Do those two? I mean, is this an example of sort of those two worlds showing themselves?
I guess so. It's weird for me because I'm probably the one person that does both, that goes in and out. So I know I sort of have a handle on what people are thinking in the studio. Plus, I know what's going on in the office, and even in the office, I'm insulated a lot. You know, I'll walk up to you a lot of times, and I'll go, John, like, what's going on here? There's clearly something going on, you know, because I don't know everything that's going on right in the office, but. You know, during the show, I still think that Howard and Robin have now sort of taken in on good faith what we do, but they still don't know what we do when we're out in the office.
What do you mean?
I don't think they understand, you know, the buzz that's going on, how when they're, you know, Howard sometimes will be looking for something. He's like, you know, give me an answer. When we're all scrambling around trying to get it, it's hard for them. All he knows is he's sitting in there and he's not getting a response, but he doesn't see what's going on to try to get stuff done for the show. Does that make sense?
Now, Benji, you've been in both worlds, right. I guess is the right way to put it. But I notice you make a point to come out, talk to the interns, talk to everybody during the show.
Yeah, well, based on what Gary was just saying, there was a great sketch on SNL a couple years ago where it's like what really happens in the ladies' room. And the guys follow the chicks in the ladies' room, and it ends up there's like ski resorts in there, there's massages going on. And I think that's sort of what Howard and Robin think is going on in the back office.
Yeah, I mean, there was a long period of time where Howard would be like, what the hell are you guys doing? Do you guys just sit around there all day and just relax? And it's, you know, and we're out there working. Benji, you've been out there when you used to do research, and you've been there when Howard will be like, Gary, where's, you know, such and such a thing? And you'll see everyone will bump into each other. I've seen Howard has a great move, too. Like, sometimes when he needs something, he'll just ask everybody that gets into his line of vision for it, and it's a free-for-all, and the first one to get it wins. So, like, Howard will go, God, I need a fork. And I've seen like 7 people run for a fork.
Which 7?
Whichever 7 that he sees. It could be Will and Jason, Benji, me, everybody. Everybody's like running. Like we'd all run to the kitchen for a fork, and then you get back and you see that 6 people are in front of you with a fork.
And you want to be the one to give the fork.
It's not only that. It's just like if you ask one person for a fork, can't you wait till that person comes back instead of taking 6 people and like paralyzing the office, and you realize no one's answering the phone, no one's doing what they're doing because they're all running for a fork.
Artie also makes a point of coming out too, right? I mean, not just to talk to you, Teddy, but he likes walking around a little bit during the breaks.
Yeah, he puts the iPod on and like cruises around and forgets his pass and gets locked out by the vending machine. I gotta go get him.
Hold on a second, Emily. Let Emily come up to the microphone for a second. She's a new intern. How long have you been here?
4 weeks.
So, based on the 4 weeks, who would you say from the in-studio group has been the most friendly that comes out and chats?
Benji by far. Benji knows all of our names, where we went to school, what we studied. He even introduced me to his mother last time I was in the wrap-up show.
Right. I took her home. We spent a couple days.
We picnicked in Central Park. It was excellent.
But Benji always makes a point of doing that every semester. Is that because you were an intern, or
I think it's because like I'm the minority. You know what I mean? Like,
and who would you say of aside from Howard of the in-studio people? Like, have you had any interaction with Fred yet?
Fred came in once and just said hi to the interns, but Robin hasn't come in yet.
How about Artie?
Artie, well, he comes in and says hi, but I rode the elevator up the day that he took the nap, so me and him chit-chatted there.
Tell what he said.
He was yawning, and I said, "Oh, did you not get sleep?" And he's like, I just can't get used to the schedule. And I'm thinking, you've been doing this for 7 years, right? Like, and he's like, "You must know how I feel." I'm like, "Yeah, like I've been doing it for 3 weeks. Right. It's pretty tough."
Now it's funny because I didn't remember, but Joe, who was on the air this morning that works at Howard TV, also interned for us. So Joe, step up. When you were there, was everybody friendly, or like you said you went through the whole semester and did you ever talk to Howard?
Only at the end when he signed my picture.
Yeah, at the end of the semester, we let everybody come in and take a photo and sign it. I mean, Howard's really grateful for the interns, but you don't really get a chance to see him much during the semester.
No, not really. And I gotta second the thing on Benji. Benji was great back when I was an intern back in 2000.
Was he in the studio or in the office back then?
He was in the studio.
In the studio.
But again, made a point of knowing everybody's name, learning your name, and by the time you were there for a week, he knew who you were. So.
And Joe, who was the most difficult to get along with in the office?
Back then?
Yeah.
Stuttering John, by far.
He said John would break his balls a lot if you didn't transfer the phone call correctly, and
I think that goes for everyone that worked with Stuttering John, or every intern.
See, I got yelled at as an intern by this woman I worked at this place with 3 people. 2 of them were unbelievably nice to me. One of them used to yell at me all the time. So I really go out of my way not to yell at interns. And even when I get like a little mad, like listen, you got to know that. I always end up calling them back in and apologizing because I just feel so bad.
Mm-hmm. And the other cool move that Howard does, I think, is having the interns sit in on the creative meetings every
Unbelievable.
week. I don't think any other show does that. Like, literally gives you access where the interns can pitch and be as involved in the show as they want to be.
Plus, I love when Howard makes it a point every time we have a new batch of interns, how he does that welcoming greeting, which is really, really nice. And it makes them feel real comfortable.
That's where it's a real meritocracy. Like, if it's a good idea, Howard will explore it.
Doesn't matter where it comes from.
Yeah, no, he's like that. That's why he lets everybody sit in. He doesn't care if you're pulling cable for the TV show, if you're a legendary TV writer, or if you're an intern.
Puerto Ricans.
But a good idea. And Howard, on some level, almost has a fascination with ideas that don't come from the traditional places because he just feels it's just more genuine.
Well, he's also, I think, at meetings, he'll be more gentle with someone that hasn't been there for years.
He's super, super supportive and nice of the interns, because what will happen a lot of times is different interns every semester. We've been doing these meetings for 10 years. So a lot of times an intern will raise their hand with an idea that we all know has been pitched before and shot down for whatever reason, but he'll never make anybody feel stupid about doing it or anything like that. He'll be like, you know what, that's a great idea. We talked about that a while ago, but we'll look into that again. He's
like
always
the classic. There's this TV show, I'm Smarter Than a Fifth Grader.
Right.
The news yesterday of you breaking up with Jim Florentine, or Jim breaking up with you in this case, touched a lot of people.
You know what? There was an outpouring of love to me that was just so amazing yesterday. I really, I just got so much wonderful support and input. It was mind-boggling. I was really surprised.
People felt bad.
It felt good to know that so many people cared.
People did care. In fact, someone came up to me and said, I was listening to the show, and I felt really sad when Robin told the news, because she was happy, and they were upset. They didn't want to see you get upset.
Aw.
Although you put on a very good face.
Here we go with the good face again. I'm not putting on any face. You saw me immediately after the show. What was I doing?
You were almost in flight. You were singing. You were carrying on. No, you seemed fine.
No, but I'm talking about not after the show. You saw me later in the afternoon.
Some people have said to me who are closer to you.
Who's closer to me than you?
I don't know. A lot of people. Some people have said that, in fact, the truth is you are not as happy about it as you seem.
I'm not. Who would be happy about it?
Right. But
they're confused.
Some people have said to me I should worry about you.
They always say that.
No, some people have said that this is actually not
They're
the hunky-dory
always
story,
telling
Robin.
you this stuff about me because I don't react the way other people do to things. And you've heard this over and over in our lives, that you should worry about Robin, and I'm still here and I'm still fine.
Yeah, but I heard some things.
What things did you hear now? Go ahead.
No, I heard. I'm not going to say them.
Come on, tell me who said it.
No, I heard that you were very upset in private.
With who? I don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Who did you talk to?
No, when I'm mining.
Again, mining.
Actually, your breakup came up not only in the email. I'll read you some of the email just so you can be aware of it. Most of it was very, very sweet. And now I don't even see it.
You got rid of it.
This is Email Monday. That's why I see
I have to say, even Ralph left me the sweetest voicemail.
Yeah, Ralph told me he was upset when he heard. He don't want to see you hurting.
No, but it was so un-Ralph, It was just, he let his guard down, and he just was really so sweet.
Wow, the biggest news of the day, Robin and Jimmy break up. Robin on the market again. Can I Bronski her? Now Jim can go back
He's got tits?
Now Jim can go back to showing his balls all the time. Having the waiter and waitress put tons of pepper on his food and fart all the time, etc. Here's another one. I hope you aren't too sad. Breaking up sucks. Lots of good wishes. See, most of them were like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's another one. Fuck Jimmy Florentine. We got your back, Robin. We love you. Robin, let that motherfucker go fuck himself. I only blame you for dating that asshole. Robin, please don't date anyone from the show.
I won't date any more assholes, I promise.
And Jim, go fuck yourself, and you're useless. And Jim, go fuck yourself. You useless, no talent bitch.
Aw.
See, people
you
are
know what?
attacking
The
him.
thing that I really thought yesterday was I hope people are calling Jim, because this wasn't easy for him either.
I know.
And
I like
hope
Jim.
he's getting support, because...
No need to attack Jim.
Yeah.
I've been a listener for about 20 years, and I have to tell you that I was deeply moved by your revelation of the ending of your relationship with Jim and the class and poise you exhibited throughout. You are an amazingly strong and honest woman, and I admire you greatly for your honesty in dealing with this obviously painful conversation. By the way, you'll feel much better if you whip out your sweater puppies and flash those golden bozos at the camera.
Really?
Yeah. So this guy says the key to you feeling better is to show us your titty.
Let me try that and see if I feel better.
I would love it. And then there's a whole bunch of other topics here in the email. One of them was Michael Pardue.
Oh, yes.
The guy who came in and was in jail for 28 years, even though he was innocent. And actually, a lot of them were very, very cruel.
Really?
Tell this whining cunt to grow up and be a man. Wow.
Whining?
Wow, I was in jail for no reason. Bullshit. That's what it says here.
Oh, my goodness.
That's got to be a kid kidding around.
That's crazy.
Howard, why didn't you ask Michael Pardue if he knows anything about these murders? I listened to this segment, and this guy has never said he knows nothing about it. He just said he didn't do it. I think he's full of crap. There's just something not right with his story. Also, I believe he was never found innocent. The ruling was just overturned. I don't believe a word coming out of his mouth. So some people don't believe.
Did we do any research?
I don't think so, but,
So we don't know. We were taking his word.
I was moved by the story of Michael and Becky Pardue. I'd gladly send them a few dollars if there's a fund we can contribute to. So this person actually felt for them.
Yeah, but they weren't trying to collect money.
Yeah. Here's another supporter. The wrongfully accused man is describing an accurate picture of the Alabama justice system. The former Democratic governor was wrongfully accused of crime and went to prison until the federal court stepped in and released him.
Yeah, I think that was profiled on 60 Minutes.
Let's see. And this one says, Howard, how in the fuck can you give this Michael Pardue asshole 1 minute of airtime? Don't you dumb shits do an ounce of research on your guests?
No.
He comes in and claims he's innocent, and you pussies believe every single word of bullshit that he or his hideous wife have to say. He gets away with 2 murders based on a technicality, and you immediately start kissing his ass and proclaiming that he is innocent. Shame on you and the rest of you panty wastes for believing this horse shit. So, a very controversial guess.
Yeah. Now I want to research.
I was kind of moved by the guy's story, but...
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
The guys are telling me that someone else admitted to... someone else admitted to the crime? And there was DNA evidence that cleared him, so it wasn't like a technicality.
Well, because, I don't know that Michael was that articulate in explaining the entire story, and also because of radio and, sometimes you have to be a little bit brief. There was we talked a lot about this case, and the guys actually did find out about it.
Okay.
And I think there was really good reason to believe that this guy had been set up for 28 years, and he was a fascinating, upbeat kind of guy for a guy who had spent his entire life, from the time he was 17 years old till his 45th birthday, I think, in jail for something he didn't do. I disagree with these emails, and I think they're harsh, but, that wouldn't be the first time our audience really blasted someone.
Right, that's what I said, that would fascinate me, knowing what they thought about us handling such a topic on the show.
Many people wrote in and said, I sounded like I was in a shitty mood on Monday. Says, Howard sounds like he's on his period this morning. Ask him if he needs a tampon. I can bring one in. And let me say this.
What? I don't remember you being particularly bitchy yesterday.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll be honest. I'm in a shitty mood almost every day here.
Yeah, I mean, you were your usual self.
Yeah, I mean, I resent you saying that I was somehow on some days not in a shitty mood. I'm always in a shitty mood. I'm full of...
He was complaining because I was having a good time in the park yesterday.
Yeah.
He came across me and he was like, talk. All you do is talk. You're still talking.
Well, the reason I said that is, you got to hear this. I'm walking in the park yesterday, and I see Robin there with her friend, and they're walking in front of us. She's so busy yakking. I had been yelling stuff out to her for a good 5 or 10 minutes.
Stop it.
I was behind you forever. And my friend Pat and I are behind Robin and her friend, and I'm going, look at this. She does not even hear me. She's so busy yakking it up. I go, hey, don't you work? I yell out to her. Don't you yak it up all morning? Why don't you, why don't you shut up for a minute? So, I'm trying to be funny. And she doesn't even hear me being funny. Meanwhile, now I've yelled out and people are watching me because I'm yelling stuff out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's not going over so well, so I'm embarrassed. So finally,
You're bombing in the park.
I'm bombing in the park. So I finally get up to Robin and I say, yeah, don't you yak it. And she turns around and sees me. And then I was annoyed.
I was like, geez, I can't get away from this guy. Now he's complaining about me talking in the park.
Well, I thought you were walking again, but I saw you ran.
Yes, I did.
She has on the running outfit, then she goes for a walk.
I put on my walking shoes and then run.
And my friend Pat corrected me. He said, that's good. If she's walking, running, whatever she's doing, it's good.
Thank him.
So didn't she just say she looked good?
Put
so I said,
you in
yeah,
your
she
place.
does. I love the fact that you got on the air and said he broke up with me.
Well, that was what happened.
Wow.
Sometimes people don't manage to make it, and one or the other leaves, and it's always this thing about the woman supposed to do the breaking up.
Yeah, you made a really good point yesterday. I don't like when guys do that. And I have to admit, I've been guilty of it.
It dishonors the good times if you start fucking a person, in a bad way, just to make them break up with you at the end of the relationship. Just say you want to go.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good point you made. And I think I've been guilty of that, but I think I've matured somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I handled myself like that in recent years.
Uh-huh.
Where, as a guy, or maybe even girls do this too, you start to act so fucked up so that the other person wants to break it off.
Right.
You almost act like...
you actually start mistreating the people who you
care
were
about you. Yeah.
happy with a few weeks or months ago.
You start doing heroin.
Yeah, you do silly things and mistreat them, and that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool the way you said that, and I admire that you brought that up. So in other words, and you said, hey, you don't need to do this. Just tell me how you feel.
I was like, what do you need me to throw you out?
Right.
I'm not doing that. You have to say, I have to go, or I need to go, or I want to go. But you have to say it.
Yeah. Guys do that too much. You put on a whole fucking charade.
Right, because you might actually have some information that the woman needs. Instead of just going around doing silly things or making up reasons, be honest.
It makes you doubt your reality.
Well, not only that, it's just that the whole relationship is based on honesty, and all of a sudden you start, lying or making up things or trying to change reality in order to get out of it,
Yeah, and then you start to think you're crazy. You go, you'll say, hey.
What was I doing here?
Or you start to go, well, are you giving me signals? And the guy will go, no.
Right.
And all of a sudden you go, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
Or, he's going through something. I guess it has nothing to do with me.
Right. You just want to know.
Right.
As a woman, you're saying to guys, look, if you're going out with us, don't...
If we ever had a good time, don't dishonor it by now making it a bad time. Just say the good times are gone. Love you, babe. See ya.
You're so right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I think a lot of guys can relate to this because we've all been guilty of it.
Sure. Well, I'm sure women have done it too. But the point is, you don't have to do that. You know you want to go. You don't have to soften it up and have her tell you. You have to get out.
You've never played games like that?
Nah.
Look at you. You are a woman. Hear you roar. Yeah, you're right. I admired your message yesterday. I think that's why people were very sympathetic, because you didn't bullshit anyone.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. I believe you will be triumphant. La, la, la. As a matter of fact, good news is just around the corner for you. You said on the air, and I don't know how serious you are about this, that you really want to fuck a 25-year-old.
I think she's serious.
I don't know.
I found the right 25-year-old. Why not?
Well, because I know you need to feel a connection in order to be with
Well,
the guy.
that's why it'd have to be the right one.
All right, but you wouldn't be. So a guy sent me some pictures of himself in a little
Here
note.
we go with the pictures.
Well, all right. You want to see what the guy looks like or not?
Sure, I'll look.
After hearing Robin's breakup proclamation today about needing a 25-year-old following her breakup with Jimmy Florentine, I felt I had to throw my hat in the ring. I'm a 25-year-old who lives and works in Manhattan, 2 blocks from Sirius, which would be convenient for you to fuck. After the show, you could get over there, fuck them, and then leave.
And leave.
Yeah. I have a great job as a software developer for a well-known firm. I'm 6'2", 185 pounds, blonde hair and green eyes. I went ahead and attached a few pictures of myself that I hope Robin will take an interest in. I would love to take her out to lunch or dinner and hopefully have a great time.
Well, he's starting off right.
I am sure Robin will get plenty of emails like this one, but I hope this will rise above the rest, especially since I work right around the corner. And then he signs his name. Let me take a look. I haven't even seen...
Convenience is everything.
Based on the description, Robin, did you like the way Larry Bird looked on the Celtic?
Here is a picture. Here's the first picture.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
All right.
From what I can see.
All right.
And a sort of...
It's like Heath Ledger. You know what he looks like?
Like a Heath Ledger.
You think? I was thinking more of that guy from American Idol.
It's Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
Here's another picture from a different angle. You can take a look at that.
Oh, very all-American.
All-American looking.
Yeah. He looks like a gay guy.
That's what America looks like.
And finally, in this picture, I believe he looks like, and I'm not making a joke, that Beckham character, the soccer player.
David. Oh, yeah.
There's some resemblance there.
He cut a girl out of that picture.
Could be his sister. Could be his sister.
I doubt it.
Well, he's a good-looking kid. Looks
Not
like
that I'm looking for a relationship with a 25-year-old.
Could
but
be
I
Heidi
just,
Fleiss.
that's funny that he cut the girl out.
Well, he does seem like an interesting candidate. I don't know what you want to do about it. If you want me to march him in here, I will.
March him in here?
Yeah.
What have you got to do with him?
I'll march him in here.
He said he was willing to come in.
You want him to come in?
Sure, why not?
You do. All right. See, I knew those pictures would work. Gary, book this gentleman. See if there isn't a love connection. Or just a fucking connection. Or something. Well, I just don't want guys to, come in here and fuck you randomly.
Oh, really?
We have to have some kind of screening process. If people are going to be having sex with you.
I see.
If we're going to be giving you away on the air.
That's true.
Well, this guy certainly looks like he's got the look that turned you on. You lit up, I have to say.
I did not light up. Stop that.
Right. Anyway, Lisa G is here. Speaking of working women.
And speaking of attractive working.
Who's more attractive than Lisa G? And she has a job. So there you go, Lisa
she's
G.
She's keeping her job.
She's keeping her job.
Thank you. Yes, I am. I love working here.
Good.
Does Mark Consuelos, did he put you on a deadline for your vows?
No, he hasn't really discussed that with me. He's just going to marry us.
Well, how do the vows get presented? Have you worked that all out yet?
We have not.
Right.
I don't think any of it will be worked out. I think it'll all be ad lib. I don't think it's all that thought out. It's not choreographed.
Did you get a hold of Shanghai Kate?
Thanks for the phone number. I haven't called her yet, but I will. Yeah, I got to go get that tattoo.
And you're going to get the tattoo before the ceremony?
Yeah. Yes, I am, Robin.
So when are you getting the tattoo?
I was going to go this week, but I don't think I'm going to have time.
I just, anything could happen. I'd wait until after.
You know what, though? I don't even care. Like, if I had the bee on me and then, like, let's say Beth and I break up, or Beth stopped running and got fat, and I can't marry her,
She didn't keep a career.
Right, she doesn't keep her career. I would just keep the bee on there almost as like a reminder of something. It would be like, I've kind of worked that out in my head that the tattoo, I'm all about the tattoo. And let's say it doesn't work out. Let's be realistic. Let's not be assholes and think that, my marriage is destined to work out. It stands the same test that all
As
marriages do.
Any other, yes.
You know, who knows? I mean, Beth can wake up a year from now and go, I need to have a baby. That's it. We've already decided. Divorce. Because I ain't having a baby. I love that woman, but I'm not having a baby. Because I would stop being in love. I'd be miserable. I'd be tortured.
You would. You
Yes.
would literally stop being in love.
I would.
Well,
I told her
that
that.
sounds like a choice to me.
Yeah.
It's not a force. It's a choice.
A choice. I will have to be out of love with her. I was just saying, I'm out of love with you. That's
you
it.
really think you could do that?
Yes, I do.
I think you're silly.
You don't think so, Lisa?
You'd be a great dad.
I was a
Again.
great dad.
He is a great dad.
You know what I mean? To a new baby.
I don't even know that I'm a great dad. You'd have to ask my kids that. I don't know if they think
they're
that.
no judges.
Yeah, I know. You know what? As a matter of fact, they don't even know how good a dad
That's
they
right.
have.
They are no judges.
Yeah. They probably tell you I was a shitty dad. They have
They
issues.
won't know for years yet.
Yeah.
They have issues.
Yeah.
Everyone has issues.
Right.
You got to drive down that street we were on in Afghanistan. Yeah, he's a good dad.
I'll tell you what. I know one thing as a dad. This is the only thing I know about myself, and I can say this with 100% confidence. I care.
That's right.
That's it.
That's the main ingredient.
Right. I care, damn it.
About what?
I care about them. I care how they are doing. I know. I'm telling you. I mean, what
That
other
is the
prerequisite?
primary
Am I perfect?
ingredient.
Do I know every fucking answer? Do I know what to do? Do I
I
know?
doubt if you had very many answers at all.
But I do care what happens to them in life.
This discussion helped me, though, because it made me think of a joke for the toast.
Thank you.
Which I'm writing.
Write all of it down, please. Don't forget anything.
He's working on his deadline, too.
3 girls, that's tough.
It's definitely a challenge. And the fact of the matter is that I've gone through it, and Beth knows this about me, and I have had my fill of it. In other words, I feel full from it. In other words, I've eaten a big meal.
You've had it.
Yeah.
You're satisfied.
I've had 50 Big Macs, 100 fries, and 30 Big Cokes.
You've had 6 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
That's right. I'm as bloated as High Pitch Eric.
But as I found out, there's always room for more.
Yes, you did.
Is that Jell-O on that plate?
But look at the problems it's given you. So there you go.
You're saying one more might give you a heart attack?
Well, let me, just by, you woke up one day and the baby was already there. Like you were not aware of how it got there.
Right. So you're going to want Beth to kidnap a baby?
Jesus. I like my life the way it is, honestly.
I'm just saying, you would not, if the baby got here, you would have to take care of it.
No. I would
You
not.
would
I would say,
abandon the baby?
Well, I would financially take care of it, and I would have to say goodbye.
Yeah, you
because
can't live with it.
I've told Beth I cannot deal with having a kid. And she knows that about me. And she says she doesn't want children. I believe I'm taking her at her word.
Yes, but my point is that you could do it.
I could do. Listen, I could go to prison for 50 years and
No,
get
you
through
couldn't.
it.
You couldn't. You
I'd
couldn't.
probably crumble.
You couldn't do that at
I'd
all.
probably go insane in jail. And you know
I hear
what?
these stories like that guy's story yesterday. I would die. I
Yeah.
would just die.
Yeah, me too.
I could not do it.
Well, now you know how I feel about having a kid.
Oh, stop.
It's enough. Listen, when I had my 3 kids, I was super motivated. I was like, I want more kids. That was it, though. I mean, I was done. I mean, that's enough. Like, Beth even sometimes starts talking about a second dog.
I know. She keeps saying she's going to have more dogs, more
I know.
animals.
And I kind of go, oh, yeah, but in the future. I mean, I like having my one dog. I mean,
right, you're a one-dog kind of guy.
I see these people. They get multiple dogs. Some of them can't handle it. They think they can. The people don't know themselves. They can't handle it.
Well, they're not disciplined. They're not
Right.
ready for this responsibility.
Dogs are a big responsibility. I'm not kidding you. I mean, we're constantly with that dog every minute.
Mm-hmm.
We
That
love it.
dog in particular with its problems.
You bet.
its
Always.
rashes. And,
No, she doesn't get rashes.
well, you got to keep her clean.
Right. Oh, that's it. Yeah, the other day I take her. She had like a. She was between her paws were raw, so I had to let her rest for a day. You know, I mean, constantly with the dog.
You
I
know
wouldn't-
more about that dog than you do about yourself.
I do. I know everything about that dog. I know when she shits. I know when she pisses. I know when she's eating. I know everything about her. She's with me every minute.
Isn't it horrible when you go to a vet and the vet says something like, "Well, how are her bowel movements?" And you go,
And you know.
"Oh, and you got full information.
I pick them up with a bag.
you got detailed reports."
I was playing a chess game the other day. I hear in the background. And I'm like, I can't think. Shut up.
I think when I was over your house, I kept the dog up from my snoring.
Yeah, they're good.
I gave it a taste of its own medicine.
Yeah, she quieted down for a few days.
You know,
All
but
right.
Dana used to say to me as a test, maybe she said she would beg me like, just try to like the dog. What if I let you keep the dog for 3 days, and maybe that'll get you used to it.
Right, get you into it.
And I had to say to her, totally serious. I said, listen, that's not a good idea because I don't think I could intentionally ever kill a dog. I don't think I could. But I might, leave
accidentally.
Well, I might leave it untied next to the.
Well, he's not into dogs. That's it. And
yeah.
Dana couldn't accept it. He's not into it.
And it's a big fucking dog.
Do you know how many people I know who were not into dogs who are now totally in love with dogs?
Yeah.
They're assholes.
That's Mel Karmazin.
That's true.
Not him.
Don Buchwald.
No, him either. Right.
That's true.
They just went crazy once they got to know a dog. And
That's a
now
good point.
they wouldn't be without one.
Well, there you go.
Robin, what's with the kick with 25-year-olds?
What's